are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
He's coming, it's boiling, it's boiling, it is boiling. Welcome back to your transfer feed. Absolutely, we're live right here on two platforms at the same time, streaming live to X and YouTube. Chelsea transfer news as usual. This is where you find all the latest gossip, the transfer news, the done deals, the deal set, everything, and also, yeah, the deadline day. We're right here live for you as the latest news keep rolling and swinging around the shores of London. Today's news, like I said, it is just happening. It's just happening. We might hear the here we go very soon for Hato. We might hear Xavi Simons also coming through. Two good big deals could come through to Chelsea very soon. With all that we have already, Chelsea are not done yet. Update on Alexander Isak, Xavi Simons, Hato, and £200 million Chelsea sale. Right here on BlueClouds Media. We're about to get into details, the nitty-gritty of Chelsea's transfer dealings in this transfer window. We're here, we've seen the first window pass with the likes of Joao Pedro, Delap, and the others coming through. Stamford Bridge can't wait to see their new signings. I don't care if they make 5, 10, 6 signings a season. I don't freaking care. All the hypocrites have all shut down. When Chelsea were spending billions, they were over there and talking about Chelsea. What about them? I don't want to mention their names because they know themselves. They already know they know I'm talking to them. Jimmy Carragher, I'm talking to you, man. You've gone quiet. You've gone under the radar, man. Get up. Come back. Come out. I want to hear from you, Jimmy Carragher. Come out. Out of your bed. Stop hiding underneath your bed. Come out, man. We want to hear from you. A lot more I've said about Chelsea, the Yankees, the Americans, and what they're doing. Is it benefiting? Is it reaping anything? Transfer Live Show here. Stephen G is right here. My co-host Stephen G is here with me. The legends, the others will be joining soon as time goes on. So wherever you are watching the stream, don't forget, Nate Zion and Stephen G will take us through the next 2 hours, an hour and a half of live stream, whichever how long it takes us. We'll get into it. The details of the 200 million Chelsea sales, we'll get those involved. We'll give you all the details right here on the stream. Stick with us, don't go anywhere. Nate Zion and Stephen G. We'll be right back in a second. Back again with the latest transfer news, Eric, from the Premier League. Lots of deals are coming in, and we're gonna go through Liverpool's deals they've done over the this transfer window. We're gonna go to Chelsea's also transfer window. Guys, look who is here. It's Stephen G. You guys haven't seen that face for a long time, isn't it? All right, Stephen Papa G is in the studio with us today. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna get things going. We're gonna get things going, guys. So we're gonna get things going. Absolutely, Stephen G. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know what's going on, but X is showing me 00000 when I can even see that I got another account on that can even view.
Are you looking on X or on YouTube?
On YouTube, both, because it tells me when you put you on
YouTube, it says 9 viewers when I looked at it, but on StreamYard it says 0, which makes no sense.
Okay, all right.
I'm going by YouTube, given that's coming live from YouTube.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And we're not gonna get in there since we're getting different numbers here. So yeah, it's what confirmed. Stephen, big news. Where should we start from? Should we start from the very close? Here we go, or should we start from the gossip, the rumors of Alexander Isak linked to Chelsea? You should start with Isak first.
I think start with Isak because that's the biggest news coming out at the moment. Then who knows? By the time we get further down the line towards the Hato talk and the Xavi Simmons talk, there might be more information on that by that point. So I say start with Isak and then build into those two.
Bash, absolutely. I'm starting from there. Well, it's being reported that Alexander Isak and Fabrizio Romano have come and declared that Chelsea have no interest in Alexander Isak links. But if I always say in every coin there's two sides of it. If you look at it very well, can Chelsea afford Alexander Isak? I don't think anyone can afford Alexander Isak in the Premier League. He's asking. Liverpool can if they sell Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz. They can afford to bring Alexander Isak. But the price is 150 million. It's only the Saudis who can afford that. And his wages is going to be 300,000 a week. 300,000 a week? With Chelsea cannot do that because as soon as Chelsea does that, it means that they're going to distract or destroy all the wage structure, the bill, whatever they put together. That keeps everyone between 150 to 200. They will distract everything. You get what I'm saying? So that is a no-no for Chelsea.
There's another update on Isak from Ben Jacobs just now as well.
Okay, so we'll get into that also. So wherever you're watching them from, don't forget to do one simple thing: like comment, and subscribe to the channel, and then smash that like button. We also got a poll going on over there. Check into the poll and see which one really you think that will go for Chelsea these upcoming 2025-2026 Premier League season. So we want to hear from you. Get involved in the comment section below and send your comments in, your questions and everything you have online. We want to hear from you. We definitely want to hear from you. Please, we want to hear from you. as it is going on. Stephen, what do you make? What do you make of it? These rumors with Alexander Isak heavily linked to Chelsea. You think Chelsea can get it done?
I don't think Chelsea are going to do it. I'm kind of on the side that Romano is. I've got the Ben Jacobs one up now. We can go to that in a second. But
okay.
I'm on the side where Ben Jacobs is.
Is there a way you can zoom it in a little bit?
I can, but then I would have to scroll. So
okay, then don't worry. Don't worry.
Actually,
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on the side of Romano where I don't think Chelsea are going to do it. I think Chelsea are very happy with what they have at the moment, in the sense of obviously having João Pedro and Liam Delap. Remains to be seen about Nicholas Jackson. I don't know if we're getting into that one later if we have time, maybe, because we're going to talk about sales, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about Jackson's side of things, but outside of that, I think there's not really any point in Chelsea doing it because Chelsea have other priorities, which we've already spoken on in the last few days. We're going to get onto as the stream goes on in Xavi Simmons and Jorrel Hato. And look, Isak's going to be over 100 million, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So,
sorry,
spend 100 million on Isak when you can go out and get 2 or 3 players in areas of need. That's the way I see it.
There was something I was going to say, but I missed it. I forgot it. I couldn't get to that point. But yeah, guys, please, I apologize. I should have done it earlier. As you're joining us here, we want to really want to dedicate these today's show to 2 legends. You know, one from Chelsea Football Club and also the legendary Hulk Hogan, who passed away today. And also we want to say happy birthday to Kerry Dixon. Today is his birthday, Chelsea legend. So Kerry Dixon, happy birthday to you. And then RIP to the legend that made lots of kids, WWF King himself, that made a lot of kids fall in love with wrestling. The man himself, the Hulk Hogan, passed away today. So guys, we want to show our respect to this man. You know, I watched wrestling back in the days. I watched the Andre the Giant when he took on 500-pound Andre the Giant all the way up and brought him down. It was just not a joke. It wasn't really script. He did that himself. So yeah, thank you. I just feel like to get this out of the way. And Kerry Dixon, and also Hulk Hogan, legends. We want to put their names out there. Thank you very much, Steven. Over to you.
Yeah, obviously, thoughts with those families, and obviously, happy birthday to a legend. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem. While Steven is checking things out, like I said, we could see 2 deals that will be coming through in the next next week. But yeah, probably. About next week, we should see 2 deals coming through the line. The Hato deal is done. Both players really have a great personal teams. So with the likes of them, the players, and then the club side, there's no problem there. And the club now has to do with club and club negotiation. Also, there's no problem over there. Both players have agreed to the project that Chelsea have. So that is something that I'm very, very happy about, Steven.
Yeah, it's good to see that people moving quick. Just check the thing I sent you. I think I've figured out the issue. So for me, when it comes to those 2 players, obviously it's good. I saw, PYS.
Yeah, Pies or whatever they call him. Yeah,
the one I call Pies. On his other account, his
big up to Robert. Steven, is this showing that we're not live on YouTube?
See, that's on my screen now. I'd already clicked on it, so that's in my watch history saying upcoming. But when you click on it, the video plays. But now we've got a comment from Rabataha, so it must be working. It's just not showing the numbers within StreamYard, I think.
I think because we were too late. I think because we were too late on it, so it's kind of like confusing them with the time that we're supposed to go live.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it's all right. So yeah,
As long as we still get people commenting and stuff, and we can see within YouTube itself we've got viewers, we're good.
Okay, thank you very much,
Robert. There we had like 10, 11 viewers and stuff like that. So I've already checked.
Okay. All right, Steven. I think Steven will be right back here. Robert, how big up to you, man?
Smash that like button.
Absolutely, Robert is in the studio with us. Says hello there. He said enjoying great news as usual. Big up Chelsea. Big up Chelsea. Up the Chelsea from Robert. Watching us live from his own comfort zone. Thank you very much, Robert, for spending your time with us here on the stream. Steven, go ahead.
Yep, I'm back now. Sorry, I lost where I was. I just had to deal with something.
I think that we were talking about Alexander Isak. Yeah, we'll go from there.
So I'll quickly run through this because this is the latest. This is coming from Ben Jacobs. So Ben Jacobs is reporting that Alexander Isak is open to a move to Liverpool and would welcome a bid. However, there's suggestions that he's agreed terms with Liverpool, and as of this moment, those are wide of the mark. In other words, that is false information. He has not agreed personal terms with Liverpool as of this moment. Liverpool made contact on the player side and been clear to Newcastle prior to Ekitike's arrival, so before Ekitike's arrival, that they would be prepared to pay a British transfer record. Liverpool... That should say Liverpool have PSR room, not have, but Liverpool have PSR room and could afford Isak at the right price. So at a specific price point, they could afford him because at the right price means they must be close to the limit somewhere that they can't.
Is it true that some reports are saying Chelsea have only 100 million to spend?
Who reported that? I think that was Miguel Delaney, the same one that reported that Chelsea are monitoring it, but then obviously Romano came out and said Chelsea aren't interested and stuff like that, which I don't mind, and we'll get further into that in a second, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
But just to finish this off, he says the potential sale of Luis Diaz and the anticipated departure of Darwin Núñez could generate significant funds. A fresh Liverpool approach is anticipated, as in they expect Newcastle expect a new approach. Although Newcastle still want Isak to sign a new deal, the challenge for Newcastle is the £300,000 per week wage that the Swedish striker is looking for is deemed too high, and Isak has not shown a willingness to engage yet. It's believed he would have signed a new contract if one had been offered to him last year. And Newcastle are already exploring alternatives in case of a departure of Alexander Isak.
Yeah.
Big up, Dan, by the way.
Big up to you, Dan.
Yeah, guys, man. Well, I've had a phone call, Steve.
Yeah.
From my mate who's Newcastle. His mate is a journalist from Newcastle. He's been at Newcastle today, yeah? All about players. And apparently, my mate's rang me up and said, have you heard the news? So I said, what's this about? About Isak. Apparently... one of our sporting directors is at Newcastle talking over Isak. And they've gone and bid. They've gone and bid, and they've overbid Liverpool for Isak. But that makes me laugh. Just about, an hour ago, Fabrizio Romario's just come out about Isak. That Chelsea no interested in Isak. And then Ben Jacobs come out of it. But
I don't think we do have interest in him.
Huh?
I don't think we do have interest in him.
No, we do. We do. Because I said to my mate, I think it's all.
Dan, can you sit? Dennis, can you sit and feel comfortable so we can highlight you on the screen? Can you sit? Yeah, feel comfortable. Sit. Yeah.
I just
made get you on the screen.
Yeah.
There you go. And then tell us the story, Dan. Tell us the story. It's all right. You look good. Tell us the story.
All right. My mate, who's a Newcastle fan, Papa Newcastle, Andy.
Yes, sir.
His mate is a Newcastle journalist, right? Everyone knows him from the Newcastle Journalist podcast. There's the talks of him. Spoke to my mate, and my mate's phoned me. Today, he's basically at the Newcastle Stadium, and he saw one of the Chelsea directors at Newcastle. So I spoke to my mate and said, it's probably to do with the Nkunku deal, because Newcastle are interested in Nkunku, I've heard. He said, no, it's not true. We're not interested in Nkunku at all. I went, well, what's this about then? He goes, it's good news for you guys. We know that there's the interest of Liverpool want Isak with Ekateke, but there's been talks that now you've gone and bid in for Isak, talking to the Newcastle owners, and the directors about getting Isak at Chelsea to come to Chelsea Football Club, and you've overbid Liverpool for the signing of Isak, and trying to get in talks with Isak about the project at Chelsea Football Club. But I said to my mate, are you sure about this? Because I do live stream and I don't want to. He goes, 100%, mate. My mate, my mate don't live. He's a big journalist about Newcastle when we get players in like Isak. I said, yeah, I know. I said, you actually true? He said, yes, it's true. But the owners of Newcastle is willing not to sell Isak at all. But they're aware that Isak now wants to leave Newcastle Football Club because he's got big interest in big clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea want him. That's what my mate said. Andy, he told me that.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much, Dan, for sharing that with us over here. And we have Rabataha over here. He says, hello there. Enjoying the great news. I think I read that one earlier on, but thank you very much, Rabataha, for the comments that came in a few minutes ago. We're still on. We have Dills here. Dills in the studio with us. So we're gonna go through. If you guys are joining us, we're discussing the rumors that Alexander Isak has been linked heavily with Chelsea, but the fee is very, very astronomical, and wages that he's asking for is 300,000 a week wages. Also, the legend Kerry Dixon celebrating his birthday today. So, Chelsea legend Kerry Dixon, happy birthday to you. And we lost one legend also from the WWF fame, is by the name the great man himself, Hulk Hogan. The world have lost a great man that made people fall in love with wrestling. So we've lost him. R.I.P. the legend. Let's hear from Dills. Dills, good evening to you and welcome back to the show, brother.
Big up, Nee. Big up
to you.
Big up, Stephen. Big up, Dan.
Big up.
Listen.
Big up deals. Big up deals.
Listen. This ownership, right? I've got a problem with this ownership, right? Every time we're linked to a good player, a very good player with high wages, what do? They put them down and brief them down, right? Every time that happens, right? But again, at the same time, you lot, have you seen a difference in the way that we've been playing under this structure? Yes, because you say that the players are hungry to play for Chelsea Football Club. They want to get more wages on their structure, right? They want to prove something, right? The players and the manager, they all want to prove something. I respect the manager. I respect the players, right? I respect the players that we've got, some of the players that we have. But it's just this ownership that is the problem. They don't want to bring in world-class players to take us to the next level. Do you know what I mean? We need experienced players. We know what we need, right? To take us to the next level. We know what we need to, because at the same time, the Club World Cup, right? The Club World Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup is only a tournament for the summer, right? It's not for next season. It's not a whole season for next season. And that's the issue that I've got, right? Now, the players that we brought in, João Pedro, Gittins, Delap, right? Are they world-class players? No, they're not. They're not world-class players. But what I will say, they will be developed at Chelsea properly, 100%, because they're at a big club, right? And they were players that they played with before, in terms of Lavia, your Cole Palmers, your Tossins, you know what I mean? They played with them before, you know what I mean? But at the same time, listen, I do not like this ownership, the way that they continue with how they're doing with their business. I don't think it's sustainable, personally. I don't think it's sustainable, personally. And not knowing, I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not saying this just because of the links to the world-class players, right? I'm not saying this because of the links to the world-class players. I'm saying it about the outside of Chelsea, because if you look at it, yeah, what they've done to the outside of Chelsea for the fans, right? How they treated the fans. They've not spoken to the fans. They've not spoken to the fans at all, not one bit, right? Why? Why is that? That's my question. But I'm not being negative. I'm not being negative. I just want the best for my club, right? I just want the best for what's best for us as a club, right? I'm not arguing because they're American. I'm not saying it's because they're American, like the stupid, useless ways what they're thinking. You know what I mean? People blame this ownership because of the way they spent money, right? No, it's not just that. It's just how they treated the fans. That's the reason why I'm going against this ownership, because they've not spoken to the fans properly. If they've spoken to the fans properly, I would say, yeah, cool. But you haven't. They haven't, not one bit. Right?
Thank you very much, Deals. That's Deals. You guys, if you're hearing, that's the voice of Deals. He is showing some concern and a few things that really bothering him. But I have some questions for Deals. Stephen, you have any question for Deals before I jump in?
Yeah, I know. Go, Stephen.
Okay. No, all I was going to say is, I hear your points and I hear you saying it's not sustainable, right? You could not like the approach and stuff like that. If anything, I'd argue it actually is sustainable, because if we're buying players, look at Vega, for example, right? 12 million. He burns his bridges. We're looking for 40 million now, right? That, to me, means it's sustainable. You're getting low, right? It's not going to happen.
We've done this before, Stephen. We've done this before, though. Even before, pre to this ownership, we sold good. That's always happened with Chelsea. We've always sold good. So that thing of selling, right, is a no-go, because we sold very good under Roman. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not the bit I'm disputing. I'm saying it is sustainable because you're not buying a squad of 25 ready-made players or 20 ready-made players and then 5 potential, right? The majority is potential, which will have sell-on value. So if they don't work out, chances are they have a few appearances for Chelsea, you'll go make a big profit. That's why I'm saying it's sustainable. I'm not disagreeing on the selling. We've always been good at selling because we've always had assets, in this case, players, to be able to sell, especially because of how good Cobham as an academy is. That bit I'm not disputing on the selling. I'm just saying the sustainability side of it is the bit I do disagree on, because if anything, it is more sustainable.
What do you think, Dales?
Personally, I disagree on what you're trying to say there, because I have my views on how they've brought in terms of what they're trying to do, right? Mm-hmm. Again, at the same time, we need quality with experience, right? Quality with experience. I'm not talking about experience like when we bought Sterling, because when we bought Sterling, he wasn't the same player that he once was, right? We knew that the reason why Man City
and subscribe.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason why Man City got rid of Sterling is because they thought he wasn't a ready-made player. That's why they got rid of Sterling, right? And I'm talking about quality players that are going to come in now and help this team and build connection in this team, because I don't see there's a connection in some of the players that are around. They played with each other before 100%, right? Some of the players that we have, right? But at the same time, we need to go next level to build around the players that we already have. That's my issue.
Thank you very much, Deals. I got a few questions for Deals. I'll throw that questions for him here soon. But big up to you, Kamara, Haji Ibrahim Saeed. Big up to you wherever you're watching us from. Really appreciate your time spending with us. And also, one more thing, if you haven't comment, you haven't liked, you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do so you don't miss any updates from this wonderful platform and to one of the fastest growing community on YouTube. Be part of it. Kamara said Chelsea are title contenders and are likely to win the EPL, Champions League, FA Cup, and Carling Cup. That will
I disagree on that. I disagree on
This is a comment. Let me read the comment. If you disagree, that is fine. That's how he sees it.
We'll come
if
back
you
to
disagree, that's fine. It's hypothetically. We haven't played all this competition yet, you know. But he said, I mean, in the okay. It says, in the Shariman. Okay, inshallah. Okay. Rama. I don't know, but inshallah, they are going to win all the domestic cup and then Champions League. I think it's a Islamic word, and I'm trying to read it, and it doesn't sound well. So I apologize to Kamara Haji Ibrahim Al Saeed. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Also, I can't pronounce the word very well, but I hope if it's Stav, big up to you, Stav. If it's you, big up to you. But yeah, I don't want to butcher this name over here. But he said no Simons and Hato update all this time. The updates there. We get updates for
updates last night, which we'll get into.
Yeah, there was an update last night. We have it here on the platform, so just stick with us. Do not go anywhere. My question to Dales is, Dales, I know you're worried. You did mention some few things like communication from the owners and to the the fans. My question to you is, will the communication, will they talking to the fans change their transfer strategies, or will they change the policy that they have in the football club? I think it wouldn't. And I don't know what your definition of sustainability means. Sustain. What's your definition of it? When you talk about sustainability, what is your definition of sustainability in terms of how they're running the football club? Yeah, I want to know.
My sustainability is everything in owning a football club, right? You have to talk to the fan base, right? You have to buy the right players in terms of building
deals. I'm not catching you off. You know, Roman never talked to the fans. No. Roman never said utter the word.
Wait there.
Hold on.
Wait there. You're saying that Roman never spoke to the fans?
I don't remember Romans ever saying anything to the fans. I remember Piero, like the Marina, those were talking to the fans, but Roma himself didn't say anything directly. If I can remember, I'm still at the point. You can correct me anytime. Maybe I don't remember that day.
When he first came, he spoke to the fans. So like again at the same time, yeah, we need our owners to talk to the fans and communicate, right?
Okay.
They've not once have they communicated to us, not once, right? And that's the issue. And I think the ticketing issue as well. There's a ticketing issue right now going on at the problem at the moment as well.
We all know that. Yeah.
About the queue. You know what I'm talking about, Nee?
Oh, yeah. I've heard that one. People are finding it difficult to get tickets right now.
Yeah, and the sponsor situation, like that's another thing as well. I don't know why things are taking very slowly in processing into getting a sponsor. If we're in the Champions League, we should not be waiting for a sponsor. You know what I mean? A proper run football club would have a sponsor by now. Do you know what I mean?
You don't think that Chelsea's been run properly? You don't think that they're taking their time to get the right suitors for the sponsorship role?
I don't. I'm very.
I'm sorry, my boy Dills is with me, man.
I love
I
love the players that we have, Nee. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The issue is we're not building to staying around them. That's the issue that we've got. Do you know what I mean? We're not building around them properly, and that's the issue that I've got with
Deals. This is what I'm gonna say. I understand what your problem is. Cole Palmer, big up to you, Cole Palmer. I think that what they've done now is more sustainable than what you're thinking. Like go and bring in world-class players and all that kind of players. All those players that you were talking about, either they are 27, 28 years old. How long would they have in the football club? Probably 3 years. Wait. As long as they have, hold on. As long as they can have at the football club, will be maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, and they'll be 30 years old. You wouldn't have any sell-on value on them. But from what they are doing now, they are building for the future. Every football club right now. Now the Champions League is now representing the Super League that the Real Madrid Florentino Perez was trying to introduce to the world. That it never went on well. They are trying to Champions League now worth a lot of money. And what Chelsea's doing, bringing in players that can secure each and every year Champions League. Either they win the trophy or they don't win it, they're still be in the Champions League competition. And that's what Liverpool are trying to do.
But Liverpool need.
Let me finish, Dan. You come in. And I feel like with the players that they have now, as young as they are, now they have a lot of experience there. The longer they stay together and understand each other with the right manager, as we have right now, the longer they can win trophies. We can either see the way Manchester City won the Premier League back to back 4 times in a row. We might see this young crop of players doing it. So I believe that we don't need a fax fix like we saw under Roman Abramovich, where it doesn't end up well. He end up sacking managers all the time, and that was not sustainable. If you talk about a sustainable, Roman Abramovich era was not sustainable. He was changing managers, and look at how long it takes for us to win trophies.
No, wait, Knee.
Yeah.
Right. This is facts. What you're like. This is facts. With proving that you're waffling. Right. Since we've had these owners, they've sacked more managers than what Roman Abramovich is done in the whole year at Chelsea Football Club. Right. It's true. They sacked five managers in a year. Yeah, Roman Abramovich never did that. He sacked him for over 3 years. In 3 years, yeah, every single 3 years, yeah, he kept the manager for 3 years. Then after that, yeah, if it didn't work out, he would sack him. These owners have sacked managers for 1 year, over 5 managers. Graham Potter we had in. Then we had the director thing, sacked him. Then we bring in another manager called Pochettino. They sacked him straight away. Then they bring in Frank Lampard. Yeah, after Pochettino.
They didn't bring Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard was a caretaker. Lampard was not brought. He was still a caretaker.
He was still a manager, no matter what.
No, he was a caretaker. He was a caretaker.
They still sacked him, yeah. Then they sacked Thomas.
They did not sack.
Then they sacked Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel was a big mistake where Thomas Tuchel kept the club going at football, yeah, made all the players happy since the COVID era and since the sanctions. But then you're talking about, yeah, Roman Abramovich, yeah, will sacking managers after every year. These owners have done the worst thing in the Chelsea history.
I disagree.
So many managers in a year. Then anything, and now they're bringing Enzo Maresca. Yes, for 1 season, they've kept him. If he don't work this well, are they going to sack him this season if he don't go win the Champions League? The thing is, what like me, my bro Deals, big up to my bro Deals, because we speak facts about our owners, yeah.
And what you're saying is not fact, Dan. What you're saying is not fact.
Because no, of course it is. No, hang on. Because like Liverpool, let me land. You're talking about Liverpool, yeah, bringing in future players. They just brought in Wits, yeah, who's got a lot of experience as one things, yeah, right? And they've got a Van Dijk, Salah. They've got all the experience there, like it's Alisson's. They could win trophies. They could go and win trophies. Man City, yeah, did it for over 3 seasons. Still bringing ballers that could win things. Has got experience, yeah, in that club that have got more experience. We're still, yeah, we're not a future teller club. No matter if you're 28, 27 or 28, they're still, yeah, experienced, still young in their age, yeah, and they've got so many years to still play their most football careers in helping Chelsea to deliver to win the Premier League, like the Champions League. If we're not going to get these players, and we're just going to think about redeveloping young talents, yeah, that might impossible not work, yeah, in the future of the season. What? Look at Nuno Madueke, listen like a Nicholas Jackson. They ain't got mentality to win the Premier League, and that's why we're getting rid of the players that ain't capable, and we're bringing more such from. What happens if like Xavi Simmons comes in, yeah, and does not work? He might be another Timo Werner, might be another Nkunku, yeah. It's all crap. These owners, yeah. That's right. One more. These owners, yeah, now to realise and start realising, yeah. If you want to win the Premier League, you need to bring experienced, successful winners to come in and help us.
You made your point, Dan, and I'm going to jump in back again. I'm going to say this. You talk about experience. There's no guarantee. There is no. I want you to listen to me. Let's draw the parallels here. Let's divide things over here so we can get ourselves clear. There's no guarantee that you can go to any league and bring an experienced player that can come to the Premier League and hit the ground running. There's no guarantee. It's not anywhere. And it doesn't happen most of like 80%. It doesn't happen in the Premier League. I'll give you an example. You talk about these owners don't have ambitions. These owners don't have that. These owners or previous owners, whatever, we went in and brought German experienced players. You're talking about foreign vets. We brought in Kai Havertz. We brought in Timo Werner. We brought in what's his name again? Captain America. We brought in Christopher Nkunku. I don't know experienced players that were on top of their level from the Bundesliga. And what did they do in the Premier League? It never worked for them in the Premier League. So
won the Champions League.
When you
won the Champions League. They won the Champions League. They won the Champions League, knee.
And after winning the Champions League, how did it?
Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Timo Werner, Kai Havertz won the Champions League, though. You can't say, and they won the Super Club World and the Club World Cup, knee.
Are you telling me they were good in the Premier League besides winning the Champions League?
Well, of course they were.
Are you telling me?
We just
good for Chelsea. We
just didn't have a shot. We didn't have
one question. Deals. Let me ask Deals. Were Premier League Kai Havertz good for Chelsea in the Premier League?
No, he wasn't.
Yes or no?
No, he wasn't. No.
Were they proven players with experienced players before they came to Chelsea?
No, but what I will say, he was around quality players around him, experience, right? You're telling me that Thiago Silva is not a experienced player. You're telling me that Rudiger's not an experienced leader.
Well, what do you consider experience? What do you consider experience? Deals. What do you consider experience?
No, I'm talking about the age of them, right? I'm talking about the age of the players.
Age doesn't matter, bro. Age is not experience. Age is not experience. I could be the youngest person in the company, but then I've been on the job field for a longer time than any of these co-workers that I have with me. That is experience. It's not the age. It's not the age. If you use the age, you'll be wrong. Enzo Fernandez have got one of the best, most experience in the football club. And you don't look at the age, but look at the number of games he's played, the competition he's played in. That is experience. Don't say, oh, Tosin is 26, so he has an experience. He's older, but maybe it's not good enough. You get what I'm saying? Casado, experience, he's playing in top competition, but he's young. Don't look at the age. The age doesn't matter, Deals.
Who's our leaders in the team?
There are many leaders in the team.
Who's the leaders?
They're leaders in the team.
Who?
Enzo Fernandez is a leader. James is a leader.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Why is he not? Why is he not?
Fernandez is not a leader.
Yeah, why is he not? Can you explain to me why he's not? Dan, can you explain to me why he's not a leader?
They don't communicate as a leader.
Well, how do you know that they communicate?
Because
you see it on the pitch. We see it on the pitch.
You see on the pitch.
We haven't got mad leaders like that. We haven't got, but again, at the same time, yeah, the leaders of what I'm talking about is John Terry. That's gone away from football now. 100%.
Well, you have to remember, John Terry is one of a kind. You're not going to have the same John Terry again. It doesn't work like that. It is generation. Every leader, we did have this show on our platform, Deals. Every leader and the way they lead differently. There are leaders that yell on the pitch. Look at John Terry. Don't tell me that John Terry is a better. Don't tell me. Hold on. Don't tell me John Terry is a better leader than what's his name? Steven Gerrard. No, Steven Gerrard would never yell on the pitch, but he yells in the dressing room. John Terry does it differently. Everyone in the way they lead a team. Everyone does it differently. You get what I'm saying? So if you're looking for a leader that yells all the time, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Because I've worked with some leaders before. When the leader's yelling at me too many times, I get frustrated and either I'll leave the football club or I don't play the game anymore. You get what I'm saying? It frustrates. It's not about yelling. It's about communication. That's all.
Yeah. The problem I've got is that it's the lack of awareness of leaders. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the squad in terms of the squad, right? But in terms of
go ahead, Deals.
In terms of what we're trying to do is build around Palmer and the Lap and João Pedro's and that, yeah. They played with Lavias, they played with Tosins, they know who Maresca is, right? That's the good thing I know. I like about that. They've worked with the people before, right? But at the same time, we need to build on that. Why can't we go next level and bring the world-class players in to make them learn, right? For instance, this season, if João Pedro gets injured and we sell Jackson, who's replacing João Pedro? Delap. But if Delap gets injured, who's replacing Delap?
Oh boy, they can't all get injured just like that.
To be fair, last time we had 2 strikers, they did both get injured with Jackson.
That's hypothetically. You see what?
Yeah, see,
you don't know it's gonna happen.
But it is very unlikely to happen again. And
it will happen again.
In game.
But what are you gonna do about it when it happens? What are you gonna do? You got two players out there.
We ain't got no good medics in the quieter Chelsea football.
Dan, just a question over here. A question from Frank. Okay, give me a second. A question from Frank, Steven. Why do you think Enzo Fernandez is not a leader? Can you explain to the viewers and the listeners, please?
Personally, I think he is a leader because I've said it before. Everyone leads differently, right? We've had this conversation. Some are leading.
No, I'm even asking Dan. Steven, it wasn't for you. Dan. I want to hear. Dan said he's not.
Said my name. I thought you're directing to me.
Sorry.
I will clarify. Everyone leads differently. I think Reece has even spoken on it as well. Some lead by example on the pitch. Some will be more vocal. Some will be somewhere in between. Each person's different. Nobody is the same as somebody else, if that makes sense. In the simplest possible way, nobody will lead the same as somebody else. There'll always be something different in each individual.
Right.
Just to clarify.
Okay.
So then, Steve. Yeah. So when back in Chelsea's day, yeah, how many leaders do you reckon we had?
No, that's not the question.
No. Wait, hang on. You're saying about right. There's some of the players now in this generation.
That's not the question. I said, why do you think Enzo Fernandez is not a leader? That's the question.
I'll speak to you in a minute. But you're talking about Steve said there's different circumstances of leaders on the pitch, like Reece James, Enzo, and that. So back in when we didn't have this thing, we only had one leader, one captain, we had a co-captain. When John Terry was injured, we always had to make sure we had Azpilicueta was a leader as well as a captain, that knew how to structure the pitch very well. Enzo Fernandez is not a leader because if you look at the games, how we concede goals, you don't hear him on the pitch ask him to push back to help the defence, to help the push back on the defence, right? What's Van Dijk? He's the leader. He's a captain because once the team, he tells the team to pull back when they're in the lead to help the defence to stay in cover to defend. We ain't got no one like that. I say probably Reece James is a bit of it, but he don't really shout a lot of it. Enzo Fernandez is always quiet on the pitch, so you can't tell he's the leader. He's always quiet on the pitch. I don't see him tell all the players to push back when we need to they help the defence.
Players, and when we're losing and we get an equaliser, I've seen him telling the players like, "Come on, let's get up for it. Let's get the ball. Let's go again." I've seen that.
When?
Dan, what do you think?
I tell you, fam.
He goes to game and watch game.
Okay, all right. 1 or 2 games, 1 or 2 games. He's probably said that. I've seen him 1 or 2 games. Yeah, it's 1 or 2 games. He don't say it every single time. He's not. I listen to you. The whole point is right. If you want to get a proper leader, a leader to, you need a leader like John Terry, like the Azpilicueta, where you have a vice captain and you have a captain. There's always been like that. Not having 3 different captains, different leaders telling other players what to do because they'll get confused. And Enzo don't hardly shout. 1 or 2 games probably done it. I've seen Reece James done it in 5 games, and I've also seen another player.
Thank you,
but
Dan.
Kai Sado. No, because you don't like the truth of the facts, Lee. That's why you want to move on.
What you're saying, there's no truth about it.
No, it is true.
You're debating. There's no truth about it.
I'll tell you the most.
I want to move on from the other topic.
I'll tell you the most leaders on the pitch, who's actually on the pitch, is Kai Sado. Kai Sado actually puts more work into a leadership and tells everyone to work on pull back. I've never seen Enzo do that. He's only probably did it 1 or 2 games, or Reece James. But the captaincy, you need a good experienced captain. You need a captain and vice captain. So them two, could tell the team on the pitch, how to structure the style play, or how to fall back and push forward. That's what they need to do.
Thank you very much. I think, Dan, you're getting me confused with captain and leaders because you said during those time, John Terry time, it was only John Terry. But there were more than 5-10 leaders on that page. And I can tell you many of them. You don't remember, but we're going to move on from there, guys.
Frank Lampard. But then hang on.
Dan, thank you. No. Dan, we're not talking about leadership. There's a lot going on. We're going to go through. Dan, thank you very much. We're going to move on. We're going to move on from there. Stephen, you said you have an update on your screen. Go for it. And DJ is also here. I'm going to introduce DJ soon. And then, guys, keep your comments coming. Courtney, I've seen you. Don't think I haven't. I've seen you. Frank Daku, also, I've seen you comment. And the Blue Lion King, he says, well, Real Madrid interested in Enzo with 150 million bid. That is fake news. That is never true. Enzo is not going anywhere. But thank you very much, Blue Lion King. He says, Chelsea, the undisputable champion of the world. Thank you very much. We have Deals here in the studio with us. I'm glad to have Deals, and I'm glad to have DJ Sav himself. Then also the man himself, the trouble man, Dan, CFC Dan in the studio. But anyway, let's hear from Stephen. Stephen, go for it, sir.
Yeah, so this is coming out from Sky now. And just quickly, before I go for it, this shows to me that the Hato deal was very close to being done, because otherwise he would be in the squad. Because the Sky Sports lot are reporting Ajax have a friendly in what's called the Como Cup. That is really a pre-season cup. Tonight against Celtic. And it states, as you can see on the screen, Ajax centre-back, he's also a left-back, but we ignore that. Jorrel Hato has been left out of the squad to face Celtic tonight in the Como Cup. Sky Sports News understands the 19-year-old is in Italy with his teammates for the pre-season tournament, but he will not feature tonight. Chelsea are in advanced talks with Ajax over a possible deal for Hato, who has told the club he wants to leave. Ajax are looking for around 52 million, but Chelsea value him at 35 million. We'll get onto it later, unless you want to go onto it now. But Romano stated in his update that the talks were for fee. Well, they were advancing to sort of final stages of a fee around 40 million euros. That is about what Chelsea want to pay, about 35 million. So it was amusing because when Sky put their update about 52 million out last night, within about half hour, an hour, if that, Romano put out that it's more about 40 million euros, which just straight away he made Sky look like
comment, and subscribe.
Do you know, actually, whilst we're on it, I will actually get that up so we can get the Hato stuff done whilst we're on.
Let's be done with Hato so we can move on to Simons. I know Dan also have something want to say. They are packing up. Deals also. Deals, you know what I'll say? Deals, please. Let's hide the criticism a little bit and look at the positivities of it. Okay. Criticism, we can criticize anytime. I know Sanchez is waiting for you guys to pile up the criticism. So he's ready for that. I'm ready for it. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, so just purely because we're on Hato, I'll go to this now. Yeah. This was from Romano last night. Chelsea reached an agreement on personal terms with Jorrel Hato, and the defender has asked Ajax to leave. Negotiations advance into final stages as fee discussed now is around 40 million euros. Hato informed the Ajax management and the manager of his clear desire to join Chelsea Football Club. See, this is my point about Sky. They're saying 52 million, Chelsea want to pay 35. Well, it wouldn't get to advanced stages if we hadn't agreed on like a base fee.
Even, Sky get late to news as well. You know, they get late to news because they don't watch.
Yeah, that's why I call them Slow Sports News.
They don't watch Twitter like that. They believe in their own sources. That's what they do.
I can respect that, but they are very slow on uptake, and that's the reason why they get bantered as Slow Sports News until it's deadline day. I hear what you're saying. I've always known they're slow onto things, but it's very funny that even now, bear in mind this update come out last night after they put theirs out, they're still stating with the 52.
What's DJ saying about it? What's
DJ saying? DJ, good evening and welcome back to the show again, DJ. You've had a lot of back and front conversation. Which one is more interested to you before we get to the Hato and Simons deals?
Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening to everyone in the chat. as well. Big up to Deals, man. Great seeing you on here as well, bro.
Yeah, Deals, my bro. Deals. Yeah, bro. DJ, big up, bro.
Yeah, big up to you, Dan. Before I just say anything, I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, RIP to obviously Hulk Hogan, who I was shocked about when you heard this. I heard about that. Didn't know about that until my cousin actually told me about it, and also to Ozzy Osbourne as well, by the way. So I'll take that all away. Condolences to obviously go out to all their families. Basically, in terms of the discussions I've been hearing here, I mean, look,
DJ, your man is celebrating his birthday today, Kerry Dixon.
Who's that? Kerry Dixon? Yes,
yeah.
It is his birthday today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is his birthday. Happy birthday to Kerry Dixon as well. What I'll say is, in terms of I think I'm seeing both arguments. To be honest with you, you know, I think what we've got to take into consideration here now, lads, is gone are the days now. Unfortunately, under this ownership, but I'll say it is we are not going to sign. So any players like Isak, Osimhen, those days are gone now. We're never going to get players like that. We might as well count Chelsea out of them deals because these owners will just not do them deals. Yeah, and that is what I think the annoying thing is for a lot of us Chelsea fans, because I think what a lot of us are trying to get to, is when we were talking about last season, when we finished our season and we won we obviously won the two trophies that we won, including the Club World Cup this summer. The one thing that was mentioned was it even came out that they were going to look at buying experienced players, and they've not. They've continued to go down this model. And what we've seen so far coming in the summer, we've seen Liam Delap, we've obviously seen João Pedro, we've obviously seen Gustavo Willian come in. Obviously, looks like Hato and Xavi Simmons will be following suit as well. So we are not really going to be signing experienced players as they did say to us they were going to do. And I mean, that's the disappointing thing of all, because when you actually go out and you win a trophy like the Club World Cup, you're then supposed to be a club that's supposed to be challenging on all fronts next season. And even though we've bought the players, and listen, I'm happy with the buyings that we've done so far, but I still believe our club, I've said it all along, and I think we've all said it on this show before, Stephen, all of us said it, we do need some experience in this team as well. And I just don't think that they're going to go and do that. So we have to put up what we've got. And in terms of leaders, I have to disagree with Dan and Deals on this one, because I actually do think we do have leaders in the team. I think Reece James is a leader in the team. I also think Levi Corwell's a leader in the team. I think Chalobah's a leader in the team in his own way. And I also think Enzo Fernandez, Tosin, they've all got it. Yes, we might not want them to be the leaders that we're used to having, like the days of John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, even Claude McAlealy I'd put in there, Michael Essien, Ballack, all these men I'm mentioning now, Ricardo Carvalho, William Gallas, even Ashley Cole, all these men I'm mentioning here, these are what you call all leaders. That used to be even Deco, if you want to throw him in there as well. Yeah.
But they did DJ. But I'm saying when John Terry was injured, that's the thing. The thing, but the thing is, but you're talking about these players in generation now. They're not leaders apart from Caicedo.
Let him land. Let him land.
That's what I was going to say, bro. I just don't think I don't think we have got it like we had it before back in the day. All right, and like we do, and this is what I sometimes feel is missing in the team, but we do have it. Because I remember if you guys saw the Club World Cup final, I watched the game. I like every day. Did you say the way both Reece James and Enzo Fernandez were in that group before the kickoff? How they were up in the plays. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do this. They were actually showing it and telling you,
clashing their heads together.
And they went out there and they put on a brilliant performance, which obviously won us through, got us right through to the Club World Cup, and we won it. Yeah. Definitely. So the leadership is there. But I get what you're saying. You know, we do miss a John Terry. We do miss that vocal voice in the changing room and around the ground, because I think that's the one thing. If you look at the other clubs that we talk about that we're going to be competing against for the title next season, Van Dijk at Liverpool. You think of Mo Salah at Liverpool. You think of who else can I? Well, one of them did actually go in terms of Trent Alexander. He's no longer there anymore. But you still got McAllister who's there. So you have got these men in the team that will give it. You know, even the goalkeeper himself will give it to them. But I think that's I think for us though, and look at Arsenal's as well. They got that in their team as well. But it's something we do lack a little bit off. And I think for me, right, this is where I think next season it's going to be. This is where the voices are going to be needed, because when you're going to get into big games, and it's going to get to the back where Chelsea are going to be up against it, you're going to need that extra voice of experience to say, this is what we've got to do, lads, to get us through it all. And I just don't think at the moment, as much as I love Reece James and I've mentioned these other games, who think they have got that in them, I just don't think they're vocal enough to take us through those. So I get understanding from both arguments, Lee. We do have it, but at the same time, they're not if you like, loud enough for me to put it out there on the pitch for everyone.
They're not. No, they're not. No, all I'm trying to say is they're not too clinical.
Yeah.
They're not too clinical.
What do you mean?
They're not loud enough.
They're not loud enough. They're not loud enough.
And I gave an example that every leader and the way they lead. You're not going to have Steven Gerrard. It wasn't a John Terry, but he was a good leader. Under his leadership, Liverpool was that good. Steven Gerrard was not yelling like John Terry was yelling all the time. Van Dijk also does it differently. Manchester United also, they have their own way of doing it. It doesn't mean that you throwing your arms left, right, center makes you a good leader. Bruno Fernandes have been doing it for how many seasons now? And it becomes boring. No one even wants to listen to Bruno Fernandes. Always crying, throwing his arms here and there to the players. And no one even see him as leader. And that's what he does. So it depends on how you lead. You have to make sure your players, your co-workers or your colleagues are playing with understand you, buy into what you are doing before you can lead them. It doesn't trust you.
If you don't have that, then you don't. If you don't, sorry, I'll just say quickly.
I was going to say, big up to Courtney's comments, by the way. What he's saying in the comment, we do have them. What he's basically saying is, Cole, Enzo, James are all becoming some good leaders. He's spot on in that way. I'll big up. It's true. They are, but we just don't have.
Yeah, big up.
We don't have like a John Terry.
John Terry is one of a kind. You're not going to have many John Terry in every generation. They are one of a Michael Essien.
All right, yeah, but what I'm trying to say,
we're not going to have Michael Ballack.
Okay, right, Lee. Okay, right, but I could say DJ, we could go fast backward, but if you don't have a leader to push, yeah, how the heck did Liverpool win the Premier League last season? How did it not live?
I'm sure you would tell me that.
Liverpool last season had a vice captain and Van Dijk. They had two leaders in there. That's about it, and probably Mo Salah. Right, all three of them, combined. When Van Dijk got subbed off, you always had the likes of Salah, and who was it? Who I said before Van Dijk, right? They're always combined, Andrew Robertson.
No. So you said what? Say it again.
Right, they're combined. Right, no, I'm saying that them three, combined. After Van Dijk got subbed off, right, they're always pushed to tell the players, on the pitch to track back, That's how they won the Premier League.
No, how did you see that? How did you see that? How did you see that?
Because you watched their games, Nee.
No, you watch it on TV. You're trying to analyze games on TV when the camera is chasing the ball.
No,
whatever is going on, you don't see it.
But if I went to Stamford Bridge game, when I went to watch the games in Stamford Bridge, then I saw Liverpool
on TV.
Hang on. When I went to watch Liverpool versus Chelsea, I went to a game against Liverpool versus Chelsea, and I went to the Anfield game. No, hang on a minute, Lee. I went to Anfield, right, and I watched Liverpool versus Chelsea. And that year, that last season, I think we lost. Yeah, we lost 2-1, right? Because Van Dijk and them lot told them to push back and hard, to get the ball back. And suddenly they went on a counter and we end up losing 2-1. Our players don't hardly do that every single to the Premier League. Like we go off good, then that's how we flopped, and then we go good at the end of it. You need to consistently. You need to have a consistent focal, on the pitch, off the pitch. Every single time, have a leader to make sure the players step back and help as a team and push forwards. But we didn't have that last season. Fair enough in the World Cup, But we need someone who's got the high ability, to lead this team, to make sure if you want to go win the Premier League, like what Liverpool did last season, and before that Man City did it as well, because Man City had two captains, like leaders in there, telling the players to step like feet, and that's how they won back-to-back Premier Leagues. We don't have that in our team, apart from when Reece James will probably say it now and again, Enzo probably say it now and again. I see more Caicedo do it on the pitch, but then people don't listen to him. But you're talking about Bruno Fernandes,
Caicedo is the third vice captain. He's the third vice captain. Enzo Fernandes, assistant captain. When James is not there, there's a lead. Leaders on the pitch.
I'm saying is Caicedo does it.
I hear you.
But you're talking about Bruno. I know. I'm saying about Bruno Fernandes. The Man United fans, the Man United players don't listen to Bruno because he hasn't got any other leader in that Man United team to help him out. That's why Bruno goes and does what he does at Man United.
Thank you very much, Dan. We're gonna move on from this captainship. We don't want to bring it back again. DJ was just jumping in to give his view on it. But DJ, anything you want to add to it besides that? And we want to move on from the captainship and the way because I think that Dan get confused the captainship and then leader. He gets confused with that.
No. I know what Dan is saying, bro, and I know what he's trying to get what he's getting to, and he's not what do you call it? He's basically more or less saying, we just don't have as many leaders on the pitch, if you like, as we used to do back in the day, and it's true, we don't. And look, as I said, I don't doubt, and I said this already. So what I'm saying, Dan, I don't doubt the likes of Enzo, Reece, and all them lot will come into it. They'll come into their own form of being leaders. This is why I'm not so stressed and worried about it, because I think the way I saw them rally the troops and rally us against the club in the Club World Cup in that final, and just in general, I just think that we'll see a different side to it. If Reece James stays fully fit, which I think he hopefully will do, I think you'll see him being a little bit more vocal on the pitch, and that's what we do need. We do need that. So yeah, I get what Dan is saying, and I'm getting both arguments. But obviously, I agree with both.
Yeah, thank you very much, Adils, for coming on. It was nice seeing you on the show today. Thank you very much. I will see you some other time. All right, so we're going to move on from there. We'll discuss Hato deal, and we'll discuss Xavi Simons, and also we have.
We've done the latest on Simmons, did we, from last night?
Yeah, we did. We did touch on, but we can also touch a little bit on today if there's been any updates there.
There was this one. I don't remember if we touched on it. That's why. I might have been out the room for a second when you touched on it. That's why I'm just clarifying.
All right, we haven't. Then go for it.
Okay. So this was Romano. I can't remember if this was last night or this morning, but it was since we ended last night's stream until this one. At some point, this news has come out, and it's Chelsea and Leipzig continue direct club-to-club talks for Simmons. Leipzig are aware of Xavi being very keen on the move and tempted by Chelsea. Bayern have made calls to be informed this week, but Chelsea are the clear favourites, are already in talks with the club and have the players' green light. I'd also add, I can't remember who reported it now, but there was also another report saying that he was leaning towards the Premier League. Talks were happening with Chelsea and Arsenal have interest, but Arsenal haven't had talks yet. If Arsenal haven't had talks yet, they're not hijacking this deal. This is way too advanced in my mind for them to even get close. Plus, I'm not sure if you guys are aware. When he was younger, he actually, if I remember rightly, he had a trial at Chelsea. I think I said to Nee as well. He had a trial at Chelsea when he was younger.
Yeah, he did.
But just going back to what you were just saying, Stephen, I don't think Arsenal will hijack the deal, bro. Because the reason why I think they won't do it is because they're going. Eze is the one that is their main target, and I think they're going to get that deal all but wrapped up. I think. Look, listen. I'm hoping they do get Eze, because Eze's come out and basically said he wants Arsenal. He doesn't want Chelsea, and that's obviously because of his ties to Queen's Park Rangers. So he doesn't want you to come anywhere near our football club. That's great. Then you go Arsenal, bruv.
Fine by me, mate.
Fine by me. You go. You're a good player, but go Arsenal.
What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, like with Hato, it's done and deal, right? It's been all agreed. We've got him over the line, Hato, right? Xavi Simmons is pretty much exactly the same, right? We've had it a couple of nights. We've had it. Other journalists come out saying it's over the line. He's rejected Arsenal. Xavi Simmons. He don't want Arsenal. He loves the project. What Chelsea Football Club is doing. Right, what he's come out with, speaking to him. He wants Chelsea, and these both, here he goes, they're both over the line. So by tomorrow or Saturday, you'll see Hato and Xavi Simmons in a Chelsea shirt. With Arsenal, yes, they'll never hijack Chelsea Football Club because it never happened. It's the other way around. We do the hijacking
deals, not the football club. Football club deals.
According to the Arsenal fans, guys, they're going to win the league now. They've got.
Go Chris. Yeah, they're going to win the league. Good luck to them.
Good luck.
Oh, how about we go win the league? We got Madway.
Yeah.
We go win the league. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
and this is what I'm saying.
Look, at Arteta, Arsenal fans are just overdreaming. The manager himself, who's in charge of the team, said they have, which is Arsenal Football Club in coach.
They still have holes in their squad.
They have what? No, they have. They said they have 8 competitors who can win the Premier League. 8, not even 6, not even 5.
Is he right?
Artisan said 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah. The thing is, Lee, right? The thing is, Stephen, DJ. Yeah, big ups to Deals anyway for going anyway.
Yeah, big ups to
and then big up to Hulk who's passed away. No, I've heard of the news. My boy told me. And also Ozzy Osbourne. I want to rest in peace. What a bloody legend he was. Sharon Osbourne's husband. I was the biggest fan with him. And it broke my heart and my missus' heart the other day. We found out when he went. But big ups to Sharon Osbourne's family. They're feeling sorry for the loss, and including Hulk as well. Incredible Hulk, who's a WWE best. Well, I used to like him as well. He was my biggest fan. But yeah, anyway, with Arsenal Football Club, you can have all the players you think, but you're still moaning about your depth on the bench. That's why you try to say let's get Eze and Xavi Simmons, so we have more stronger players on the bench. Why you got Marco Arteta bottle job there? You are not going to win nothing with this manager. You hyped up for the last 5 years before the FA Cup, where you came second, then then after that you dropped, and then you bowled it. But the thing with Xavi Simmons, right? He's seen the team that's won the Club World Cup, and he wants Chelsea, and he ain't going to want to go to Arsenal football bottle jobs to not win nothing. And good luck to Gyökeres is there, because I'm telling you, this guy's going to flop at Arsenal. He's going to be another Darwin Núñez. And honest truth, Gyökeres, you say you wanted Arsenal only, and you're not going to win nothing. And then we hear someone about another thing, yeah, about Arsenal. Why some other players gone to Arsenal? Who's it? Who's that defender? Right? Why is good Arsenal? Because he's no, that's it. No, Gyökeres. Yeah, and no, it was Gyökeres and all, wasn't it? Gyökeres said it that he's never. It was Gyökeres basically. Yeah, Gyökeres come out with yeah.
Gyökeres hasn't done any media yet.
Oh no, he did. He came out, yeah, because I was Eunice talks and he come out. Gyökeres put up on a media talk, yeah, why he joined Arsenal because he's never won the Champions League. Never won the Champions League.
Media though, so
yeah, he has done the media because Eunice. I was watching Eunice talk the other day, and he came out with it, saying that he only wanted Arsenal because he's never won. He's won every single competition, but the only most competitions he's never won is the Champions League. So Gyökeres
confirmed it. So how could they have done media if it's not confirmed?
No, he has done the media. Here we go. Eunice Talks came out with a thing what Gyökeres came out with, yeah, that he's won everything, yeah, in the Portuguese league, but he's never ever won the Champions League. So he's going to Arsenal. He only picked Arsenal because he thinks he's going to win the Champions League for Arsenal. Good luck to you, Gyökeres, because you're not going to win the Champions League with Arsenal. Arsenal, yeah, a club will never win a European Cup. That they're somehow going to European, and it just never works for them. So, good luck to him. But the thing with Xavi Simons, yeah, if he comes, we've got it over the line with Hato. I think they're gonna I just think he's gonna be a brilliant player for us. But I hope we just don't have another player the likes of Nkunku, because Nkunku is a quality player, but his injuries when the injuries didn't help him out in the Premier League. And with Timo Werner, exactly the same. Timo Werner, it never helped Timo Werner. He was a striker, but we always used to play him as a winger. But the thing is, Xavi Simons is a type player. Yeah, it's brilliant. And as you know, Nee and Steve, Netherlands got big praise of Xavi Simons and Hato. They're two Netherlands players. And even Van Dijk's come out with Hato saying good, and Xavi Simmons, good luck in the Premier League because he can see the potential there. And the Netherlands love these players. They know how quality these players are. So
where did you see that? When did Van Dijk say that?
When you guys are done, yeah, because Romano's put something out.
Yeah, go
on. Okay, so this isn't on Hato or Simmons. This is about a young winger from Palace who, if I'm not mistaken, is actually Reggie Walsh's cousin. Yeah. Chelsea agree a deal to sign 18-year-old winger Jesse Derry from Crystal Palace, beating 8 European clubs for the English winger. Medical will take place on Friday as the teenage sensation looked set for a move to Germany before Chelsea hijacked the move. Do you know what, yeah? One, it's interesting because since they've seen, obviously, Jude Bellingham go to Germany, a lot more of the English talent are open to going to Germany now for their development. 2, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, it's Reggie Walsh's cousin, which is actually quite interesting because I didn't know that until someone literally mentioned it yesterday. So we've got 2 cousins in the team now. We had brothers at the team. Yeah, because we had Elise when he was younger, and we've still got his brother, and now we've got cousins, Reggie Walsh and Jesse Derry. But yeah, it was only because I'd just seen that, and I wasn't sure if anyone had put it in chat, but I thought I'd just jump in, only purely, to be honest, because of the fact relating to Reggie Walsh.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think it was.
But Dan, how would you take this? Imagine we have Alexander Isak joining this team. Hypothetically, do you think that will create that chance, make it easy for Chelsea to win the Premier League?
You showing me, Nick?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't hype up if we go get Isak, we're going to win the Premier League. It depends how. We need more. If we go sell Nicholas Jackson, we've got a quality striker like Isak who's bangs in. Well, last year he banged in 20-something goals last season, and the season before that he banged another 20-something goals last season. We need fair enough. We've got Liam Delap. We also had Joel Pedro, but we know Joel Pedro is not going to be our main target striker. He's not going to be our number 1 striker. And then also, because you don't get the point with Liam. And then with Liam Delap, when we bought him, it's like I think it's another scenario when that time we bought Nicholas Jackson in, we were looking for a potential number 1 striker, so Jackson be a backup. So we're going to see like Liam Delap's going to be exactly the same. So if we did go get Isak in, I think it'll improve more of the goals what we'll get in attack. You know what I mean? But if Liverpool's got Ekiteke, if Liverpool go get Isak, it's game over. People say it's going to be game over because Liverpool's going to win a league. Liverpool's going to win a league every year if they have Isak and Ekiteke. I don't hype up like that. Like the team we've got, is still young, and Isak's still young, and he still has more improve. I don't say he's a world class.
26 in September.
Yeah, but he's not a world class player yet because I haven't seen him win Champions Leagues. I haven't seen him win the Premier League yet. Fair enough, what he did bits for Newcastle, but can he go if he goes to a club? We know he'll score goals, okay. But we need to play. If Isak comes in, it will definitely improve more for Chelsea with the players like Cole Palmer and Xavi Simmons, like Delaps and Liam Delap and Joel Pedro. Because Liam Delap will think to himself, if Isak comes to Chelsea, I have competition. I have competition to try take the spot. So it's good in a way if Isak comes in, and honestly, I like Isak. I think he's a good player, but can he be? I think he will improve Chelsea a long way to go win the title, because that's a player that you need to force into the strikers. Because if Isak's in that box, he'll finish. Like when we had Jackson last season, he'll miss them chances. He'll sky a bit right like a rugby player. But you just know Isak, that mentality with Isak, if he's there, mate, he'll get the goals.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the voice of Chelsea Dan, CFC Dan himself over here. DJ, thank you very much. I got your message. He says, sorry, my brother just came around. So, yeah, DJ, no problem. If he leaves and we're still streaming, you can jump on. You know how we do it. Steven said, okay, yeah, Steven was talking about Reggie Walsh. I don't know why. But
yeah, I don't know where I got Reggie Walsh from. My
Watson.
brain is all over the place, Nee. I'll be honest.
All right.
Yeah, Reggie Watson, not Reggie Walsh. Big up Maya, by the way.
Big up Maya. Man like Maya all the way. Big up to Maya. Maya on our X. Maya said big up and he reposted our stream. Thank you very much, Maya, as usual. Dan, keep the camera on. Keep it. I don't know why you're hiding behind the camera. And you turn it on to wave and they turn it on to talk and then you turn it off again. Dan, it's better you don't have you. You have a good background. You're good.
Yeah, no, but I will keep it. I'll keep the camera on in a minute. Yeah, but I'm just eating, so I can't eat and be on the camera at the same time.
Why do you always eat when you come on the stream? Eat before you join here, down. Yes,
it's my dinner. It's time for my dinner now, and I'll come on, innit?
All right, that's down for you. Maya said, I think that we can win the league with João Pedro. We saw the Liverpool win the title with just Roberto Firmino. So why not João Pedro?
If there's any more comments after, come back to this, please.
This one?
No, that one. Once you've done others, could you come back to that one?
Okay, yeah, I'll come back to that real quick. Isak would have been bumper what? For sure. From Maya.
For sure, is that what he means?
I don't know if it's for sure.
I feel like I always remember.
Yeah.
I think it was like an old school thing where people would put it almost like that, and it meant for sure. If I'm
for
not
sure.
mistaken.
Okay. Fab. Okay. Cole Palmer said, Fab. In my opinion, those madness. Okay. Fab. I don't know what.
Damn, laughing my off.
Yeah.
I think he means this madness.
I don't. What madness? Is Fab say? Fab say something?
What he's referring to. The only Fab thing I've seen is the thing I said about Jesse Derry.
Okay. Maya said a big up Chelsea, Dan, Steven, and big up to the legends over there. Big up to you too, Maya in there. And it says this Jesse Derry looks like a young Jack Grealish. Let me see this. See if we can find a picture of that player. Let me see if indeed looks like Jack Grealish.
Get the Romano tweet up real quick.
All right, Dan, you want to add anything to it? You can go for it, Dan. You got ample time on your side.
Apparently, something just came in from Fabrizio Romario about Jesse Derry.
That's what I read like a couple minutes ago. That's what I'm saying. What is going on? That's what he's referring to.
So we're not gonna get it. If like
what are you frustrated about, Dan?
He kind of does look like Jack Grealish, you know.
Dan, what are you frustrated about? Dan, what are you frustrated about?
More 18 kid, an 18-year-old
but
kid.
They are not for the starting 11 team.
We might not never see this guy on the pitch.
Who?
Need ask him, by the way.
All right, give me a second.
Jesse Derry. An 18-year-old kid, yeah, who's played for Palace in cup games, right? Crystal Palace. I know this kid. He's got a bit of talent. But we might never ever see him play for Chelsea. Never. So why did you go buy a player?
Because he's got to be for the academy. He's 18 years old.
Dan, you're not getting the bigger picture. This is what goes on. You got to be able to find money. You got to be able to have players to be able to sell and help the team grow up. Help the team, become sustainable. That's the reason I was asking. What's you guys' definition of sustainable? Sustainability. This is sustainability. To be able to sell a player in the future. If it's good, it will stay with the starting 11, with the senior team. If it's not good enough, they will sell him. I'm sure they will make extra money than they're paying for him now. What it is if you get some few game time with
he might be going to the Coburn lot. Fair play. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We need to worry about looking at our team first. The first team, cheers, babe. The first team before we sign players from Coburn.
Well, I think the first team is already secured. This opportunity is just like Kendi Paez and the Xavi Williams deal that they did. It's to build the first team. If they're not good enough, they will sell those players that are not good enough. Just like we've seen, Paez is off to Strasbourg. He's going to play there. If it gets better and there's space in our team next season, he will join. But if it's not, and it still need time, we did with Santos. Didn't we do that with Santos? Now look at Santos now. He's playing better.
This season, I was like, there's a few of them. That's why I was checking.
Oh,
but yeah, I'm sharing my screen. This is from the Romano tweet, the picture he used. He does kind of look like a Grealish, to be fair. Like the hair.
Yeah, the hairstyle. Yeah, that old school hairstyle.
Yeah, with like the little headband as well.
Yeah. Chelsea King, big up to you, Chelsea King, in the building. Since do you guys think that we will get Here We Go today? Not today. We're not gonna get Here We Go today. I'll say if we can push to like tomorrow or Monday.
If we do get one, it'll be Hato. Let's put it that way. Because that one's more advanced. We're on the final details of that.
Exactly.
If that comes tonight, I'm gonna be really annoyed because it's gonna be after we end the stream. I'm hoping it happens whilst on stream tomorrow.
Exactly.
Really on stream tomorrow, it gets here. Here we go.
Yeah, Maya said to get him in and we flip him. It's good. We keep him for the project. Like I said, if you don't, you know why, Dan, do you know why Manchester United is struggling right now? Do you know why they're struggling?
Smith, by the way, in the sense that
we
got him for about 5 million a couple years ago from Everton. Yeah. And now he's either going to go to Ajax potentially or to Strasbourg. So if he goes Strasbourg, we'll have a buyback and a sell-on clause. If he goes Ajax, maybe we have a sell-on clause, but not a buyback.
Right. And this is how you do deals. You can use these players to formalize a bigger deal. You get what I mean? Just like we do with Ayaz. I'm sure these guys also going to help get the Hato deal quickly. You get what I'm saying, Dan? So this is business, Dan. You're not getting the bigger picture, Dan. Why?
Also, he is apparently very highly rated. Again, it doesn't mean he's going to take that step up, of course.
Yeah.
But you also can't rule it out.
Dan, do you know how we got Nana Madueke? Do you know how we got Madueke? It wasn't from Chelsea Academy, though. But do you know how we got Madueke? He's been in the Premier League before.
If you could hear me, I can't hear none of you speaking, so I'm trying to sort my headset out, so I'm going to log off and back on again so I can sort my headset out. I can't hear none of you speaking.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. So do the same. Just get yourself out and come back again, Dan. But anyway, thank you very much, Danny Boy, in the studio. And Maya said, get him and then flip him. He is good. We can keep him for the project. And big up to my big brother, Mo, from the Blue Lounge YouTube channel. Mo, good evening to you. And since we'll be jumping on about 5 minutes, no problem, Mo, when you're free. Stephen will be here for a bit, unless he is tired.
I can hear you now, guys. I can hear you. I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. What was you saying?
I got half an hour more left.
Yeah, I've got about half hour as well.
Yes, I think we can have 25 minutes from Mo before we leave. He said, okay. Yes, Dan, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What was you saying before?
I'm saying that these players that we're having, the reason why, do you know why the reason why Manchester United are struggling right now? Because I would say maybe 7-5 years ago, they did not think about bringing in young players where they can flip them up and sell them to be able to help the team out. United don't have enough to sell. They don't have enough players to sell out to be able to fund the club. And when we talk about sustainability, these are some of the things that we need to sustain the club. You get what I'm saying? By selling young academy players or by selling even some of the first team players that you think that they're not good enough, but then you can make extra money off them. Steven said they bought this player from somewhere, Crystal Palace, 5 million.
Ishii Samuel Smith, the left back that's like 6'2", 6'3", can also play centre back.
Okay, Chelsea bought him for 5 million. Now, at 5 million a few years ago, Chelsea could get definitely over 10 million out of him. 10 million, it's even there's a lot of profit out of it. If it's more than 10 million, I'm just hypothetically 10 million. It's more profit than you spend on it. Nicholas Jackson, 35 million. Now it's Chelsea valuing him 10 million. At least he can go about around 60 million. It's where Nicholas Jackson, you're gonna pay to get Nicholas Jackson to your football club. That's profit right there, and that's sustainability. If
There
you
was
get
100
that,
million
that
for
money comes
Jackson,
to
and he
you,
ain't worth
you're
100
able
million.
to invest into that money to another player. Go ahead, Dan.
What I'm saying this need, right? Fair dues, right? Yeah, what they're doing, right? Right, they could do that. Like Man United, we're talking about Man United. Man United ain't got the money because they spent a lot of money on big name star players who've got experience, like Delatz, Casemiro.
Yeah. Was that a good thing?
They spent loads of money on
Was
big
that a
name
good thing?
players.
Was that a good thing,
Right?
Dan? Was that a good thing?
Well, yeah, in a way, but we know that Delat's injuries has been shocking lately, yeah? Because Will's in for Delat. Delit. Not Delat. Delit.
I was so confused.
Delete.
Yeah, Delit, sorry. Delit, yeah? Will was in for him for so many times, and we didn't get him. He went to, I think it was, who got him after, because they took him off our hands. I think it was Juventus, wasn't it? So he did, was it Juventus?
Was it?
He went because he
got
played for
banned,
Bayern.
didn't he?
Yeah, it was.
Didn't he
Yeah, it
go
was.
Bayern?
Yeah, it was Juventus.
But didn't he go Bayern as well? No, he went Bayern.
No, Bayern Munich. That's it. No, Bayern Munich. That's it.
Then they
He
got
went to-
him from Bayern.
It's
Yeah.
from Ajax, Bayern Munich, Juventus to Italy. I mean England. Sorry.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So when he went to Bayern Munich, it didn't work out for him when we were trying to get him. Alright. And since he's gone to Man United, it hasn't helped him out because of a lot of injuries. So that's why it didn't work out, But even though you see that a lot of players, Casemiro was just thinking they won the FA Cup, right? When Casemiro was there, still won the cup before us for the last 3 years when we've been a shit show.
FA Cup.
Show.
You worried about FA Cup?
Still a cup, mate. Still a cup. They still won 2 cups with Ten Hag. Before we haven't won nothing. Now we've won. This is the year. Enzo Maresca's won 2 cups. Right? That's why they haven't got no money because they spent a lot of money on experience and
So now that's what I'm coming back to what I was saying. They're spending so much money in experienced players, which not get you anywhere. There's no sell-on value on these players. Is that a good thing? That's what you want us to do. Experienced players that you don't even know if they can hit the ground running when they come to the Premier League. That's what I'm saying.
They still bought players. They still had players before they bought these players in. Like that, it was hard to get rid of Rashford. Now he's still on loan to Barcelona. So there's no potential buy option for Rashford. He's gone on loan to Barcelona, and he'll come back next season to Man United. Like the Garnachos, they still had the.
But let's be honest, as Barca, it ain't happening.
Rashford, you can't add the Rashford deal. Okay, Rashford.
But look at but what I'm trying to say to you, there was a buy option when Aston Villa went in for Rashford, right? When he went loan to Aston Villa, and then the next minute Aston Villa stepped down. They didn't want to buy Rashford in the end, right? It's going to be exactly the same thing like Barcelona, another buy option to Rashford. If it doesn't work out, they're going to step down and they're going to say, no, we don't want Rashford. He's going back to Man United Football Club. These players are hard to sell at United because they're in crisis. They're in crisis of all deadwood players from before Ten Hag overtook Man United. But before, I've gone so. Rashford's been there for a long time. Garnacho's been there for a long time, right? Luke Shaw has been there for a long time. Harry Maguire has been there for a few long time now, right? All these players, they've only got what? Well, they got rid of Wan-Bissaka, who went to Crystal Palace, right? Then they got rid of who went to Napoli, right? Thomason, right? But they still got players from the Cobra like Manu, yeah. All these players, they still got the old deadwood still there. So that's why hard to sell, and that's why players do it. Then Varane went on a free transfer. Rafael Varane went on a free transfer, so they lost a lot of money on Varane. So they lost out a lot of players who went on the free.
I've told you many times, it's not all the time. Manchester United is one example that you can use I can use for my argument. There's a lot of examples there. Rafael Varane and Casemiro. Oh, they spent a lot of money.
Also,
a lot of money on these players, and they are proven. They are experienced players. But look how it ended, because It's not. I keep telling you, it's not all the time that you bring in these proven players, experienced players that they can hit the ground running. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Florian Wirtz found it difficult to play in our league. Don't be surprised. But
Yeah,
I'll
but
let Steven,
before Steve, but still wait, Steve. But like, I understand. Like, there's a
Steven-
thing, isn't there? The thing with the Man United owners. That's why the owners we've got are incredible. I agree with what you're saying. I'm not happy with the owners, but they do great business of selling players. How they do it, I don't know. How they get the profit on like Nuno Madueke and like the Keppers and all. But Man
That's
United
football.
don't have
That's
Man
one
United
football
don't
club.
Man United don't have the sense of that. That's why they had to get the Redcliffs in to help with the sense of that. Man United is just like they've gone downhill since Alex Ferguson, like when Cristiano Ronaldo came up the truth and that, yeah. And basically with the Chelsea buying with different players, fair play. But fair no, yeah, and you're saying Chelsea first team's already done. Yes, we might have Hato and Xavi Simmons, yeah. Xavi is a quality player. He has a bit of experience, but you need to build up more. Like a better. We still got Badishili still at the club. We got Disaster still at the club. We have the likes of Nicholas Jackson still at the club, right? Carly Chukwuemeka, yeah, is still at the club. But even though there's talks of that IP Leipzig is influence, but he's still a Chelsea
What
player.
do you mean he's still at the club? What do you mean he's still at the club?
We still have Broja. We still have Broja at the club. Yeah, it hasn't been sold yet. We still got all these players, yeah, that are on the list on the transfer is still at Chelsea, haven't been sold. So all them first lists of players, because they want two 11-a-side football teams here at Chelsea Football Club. The players that we still got are still at the club, ain't been sold yet. Once they're all sold, we still need to go get another top striker, another top centre back in. Yeah, another top centre back in. Even though we've got Hato's a left back. We need another centre. We need another number one goalkeeper to bring in. They're now deciding they're not going to bring in till probably we might wait for Manager till January.
Those reports, man. We had the Chelsea aren't interested in goalkeeper, then suddenly Chelsea interested in mine, and then it happy with everyone, including Petrovic. And we're selling Petrovic. Also, whilst I'm talking, big up Mo as well, by the way.
Yeah, big up Mo. Big up Mo, bro.
Steven wanted to take the comments here, Javier, real quick. Then Mo will jump in, and so he can give us updates on the topics that we discussed today.
Chelsea Dan, I'm also against owners, but they're good at flipping, as in making profit and stuff like that. Noni for 52 million, and I was happy. I was excited about Isak. Hope we get him. They're Americans, businessmen. At least they are sorting the problems we have in the squad. Frauds. I think frauds is probably a bit harsh, personally.
You can highlight them if you want.
Yeah, I was about to, and then you highlighted it anyway. Manchester United are struggling to flip, though, so they need to flip their youth. The issue is they don't have much of the youth worth a lot of money like Chelsea do somehow. But, yeah, big up Maya. Chelsea King says, any news on Xavi and Hato? Okay, so just quickly go through this. Ajax have a game in what's called the Como Cup. It's a pre-season tournament, a literal pre-season tournament, unlike the Club World Cup. He is not in their squad tonight. The last reports we got before this was from Romano overnight, saying that it's advancing to final stages, fee being discussed around 40 million euros, which is about 35 million pounds. That's the latest on Hato. Xavi Simmons, there's club-to-club talks between Chelsea and RB Leipzig. Players given green light, personal terms agreed with him as well, just like with Xavi Simmons, just like with Jorrel Hato. And there's interest from Bayern Munich in Xavi Simmons, but he's only interested in Chelsea by the looks of it. He's leaning towards the Premier League move. There was reports Arsenal interested, but Arsenal have not made any approach, whereas Chelsea have made an approach. And it looks like he's going to be coming very soon as well, just like his national teammate, Jorrel Hato. So those are the two updates on those two, the latest two updates, that is.
Thank you, Steven.
Huh?
I said thank you, Steven.
Oh, no worries. Maya coming back with more comments saying, buying players on high wages will eat us in the long-term run. Our wage structure is safe where we can get someone in quickly and get rid of someone quickly. Businessman. Yeah, that's kind of what's done us with Raheem Sterling and Ben Chilwell, to give prime examples there. Chelsea Dan, United can't make money off the market now. Remember, he's correct, to be fair.
I know that Man United. I know Man United can't make money now. It's been decades since day one, since Cristiano Ronaldo came out. They haven't got a lot of youth development players to make profit like what we do. It's like the Liverpool, yeah. They've got a little bit of youth players they can make profit, yeah, at Liverpool, but they haven't got the money. Yeah, like them lot, yeah, who's been good in the first team for Liverpool. Arsenal can't do it as well, because Arsenal's only got a few, like Amari Hutchinson, like the things like that. Yeah, they ain't got the cable, but like with Chelsea Camadies, we make profit because we have like had loads of good Coburn players from decades who have been like a style players in that Coburn,
and we also give them good homes as well.
Yeah, we make them good home and give them good homes. We don't like we talk about them being looked after. Look at like the Dominic Solanke. That he was quality in the Coburn. He was banging so goals. We didn't hardly give him a chance at Chelsea Football Club. He had a few games in the cup games. Then after we sold him to Liverpool. Liverpool, it didn't work out for Liverpool with Dominic Solanke. And then he went one day. Then he went to Bournemouth, and that season, banging so many goals. Went to Tottenham, didn't really do well at Tottenham, but I think Dominic Solanke this season, now they've got Kudus now, I think Dominic Solanke will shine in the Premier League, score more goals for Tottenham. Now they've got some players that could work with Solanke. So, like, it's like players that we've had before, and like in Coburn, like Michael Mancini, I've known that kid since decade. I've known that kid since decade. He used to live on my street. We used to go football together at the training together on the same bus. But the thing is, yeah, he was a good centre back. Yeah, he had a few games in the cup games, but it didn't work out. Went to Wolverhampton. It didn't work out at Wolverhampton, and he went away on the board, and he started shining. And then 10 minutes now, his football career's ended because he had a massive bad injury from football. Michael Mancini. So we do bring in money, profit. I'm not saying the owners do good business, but the owners are for a minute. It's still they're not changing the circumstances. What Dill's saying and DJ, like the things they need to do. If you want to be serious and go win the league, you have the money now to go bring in the top players like. Who's gonna know that to finish the dinners on the pitch to win us the league?
Thank you very much, Dan. Stephen, take your last 3 comments, and then we can go 2 more. Yeah, you got 3 of them.
So Maya says, plus United can go the same path with us, but they want to build from buying stars and buying them on high wages, Cunha, Embuemo, etc. Yeah, true. And then he says, big up Mo. And then Yusuf says, yes, people, how are you? Hope the stream's going well. Apologies, can't be on at the moment. Big up, big up. You good, Nee?
All right.
Oh, your camera's frozen. So
it's frozen. Yeah, frozen.
Yeah, I'm back. It's been happening. I don't know. I think the kids are home. Everyone is playing Fortnite. Everyone has a PlayStation in the house. 3 of them. So imagine how much power the Jews are drawing from this internet. And I'm not using Wi-Fi.
I'm the same, Nee. My screen's flicking all the time. Your screen's like flicking on me every single time.
Today is too much. Today is too much. It used to be all right, but today is too much. Mo, good evening to you.
Yeah, it's frozen again.
It's frozen again.
He was just picking someone up as well, isn't it?
You, brother. And come on. Did you guys hear me?
Do you not normally use the what do they call it? Ethernet cable or Ethernet?
Yeah, he's using wireless.
Hey, kids, get off the internet!
Don't blame the kids, Nee, for it.
It's kind of true though, because if you've got a lot of people on the internet, it's going to slow it down.
Yeah, they all have PlayStation 4s. And 1 has 5 and 2 has
2 have. I've gone for it.
4, and they all play Fortnite and different games. Hey, Gills, you're killing me here! Yo, shut it off! Off!
Nee, you were like this.
Is that? Oh, I'm back.
You're back.
Oh,
You're back.
you guys heard me. I thought I froze. Oh Lord.
Oh, great.
You sisters don't shout at the kids. All right, Mo, good evening. I did say that, but I think I froze, so you did not hear me. My voice is not kind of cross. So please, sorry for my being noisy over here. I apologize for that. But anyway, welcome back to the show, Mo. What do you have in mind?
Go on, Mo. Carry on, Mo. Carry on talking, mate.
I'm just gonna jump in, Nick, because I'm not hearing.
Yeah, go. Yeah, go.
Big up to everyone. So today has been a quiet day in comparison to yesterday and what we were expecting to hear today. So apart from the Isak situation, there hasn't really been much going on. There were reports earlier that Chelsea could be linked to the whole Isak deal, but I think it's all marketing ploy. I think it's all about trying to to increase the value, increase the chances of the sale. But I'm glad that the club have nipped it in the bud quite early, and the fact that all the journalists within I think an hour or so of the rumor coming out, started to say Chelsea are not not interested. They're not in the market for Isak. I think it's good because that means the club actually put a statement out there because they don't want to be used as I think the word was used as an auction because
they don't
any player
put in for players they're interested in to hike the price basically.
Exactly. So and it's happened in the past that a lot of players through their agents link themselves with Chelsea just to get their price up, just to get more interest into them. So I'm glad that happened. I'm glad it was nipped in the bud quite early. And in regards to Hato, I mean Steven summarized it quite good. The situation is the player is waiting for the final bits and bobs to be ironed out, and he'll be a Chelsea player very soon. There's no point him playing in a friendly tournament for Ajax. An injury could happen. Anything could anything that could happen to derail the transfer is not wise from either him or his club. In regards to Xavi Simmons, I think that one is probably gonna take a day or so more before we get a final outcome. I'm actually quite optimistic that Jorrel Hato will be announced today as a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. I have a feeling it'll be later on this evening. If not, tomorrow morning. I don't think there is much left in regards to him. But that is where we are. Chelsea did sign another youngster. But in regards to everything else, it's kind of quiet in comparison to the rest of the days. But yeah, I'm literally just I was just watching the stream. Had a long day at work, so couldn't jump on earlier. But yeah, just pleased to be on.
I did I did say Jorrel Hato and Alexander Simmons will probably tomorrow or Sunday. Here we go. I think they both are over they both have done over the line. But we heard there was a here we go, a France green light yesterday from all the journalists saying the deal's been done, it's all been agreed from Xavi Simons and Jorrel Hato. But it's just a rate where we say here we go. We're just waiting for that big here we go. And I did say to the light in the stream, I reckon it could be tomorrow. It has been quiet today, or maybe tonight. Like because Fabrizio's doing a live YouTube later on tonight. Between 12 and 1 in the morning.
He's going to milk it and say, don't forget, guys, I keep telling you, remember Alejandro Garnacho for Chelsea.
Yeah. But that's just a smoke screen. We ain't getting Garnacho. We're not getting Garnacho, right? Just I don't hear. I know it's your boy. Yeah, we was on the WhatsApp call.
Okay, Will Stanley. Okay, Will Stanley. Will Stanley,
we see Stanley. Yeah, wants this player, but it's begging the owners, and the owners don't want him. So we know the owners don't want him. But the thing is, yeah, it doesn't make sense if Xavi Simmons is going to be playing left wing. Why we've got Hato now, the two Dutch players. Where's Garnacho going to play? Because we've got Gittins. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense why we're getting Xavi Simmons and they're both being done deal over the line, and now sudden we're still in for Garnacho. We're still in for Garnacho. But what you're gonna say that Gittins is not going to be playing for us now? We're going to leave Gittins on the side and take him out on loan. It doesn't make sense why they're going for Xavi Simmons, and it's all been agreed for Xavi Simmons and Hato, and also we've got Gittins there on the line. So it don't make sense why we're in for Garnacho. It just don't make sense, mate.
Yeah, I don't.
You want to take this, or you want me to take it, Steven?
I don't know what they're referring to.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
So earlier, Matt Law put out a tweet, and I thought he'd been hacked because of what it said. It then ended up that he was referring to Boubacar Kamara signing an extension at Aston Villa. But it was a very random tweet that everyone thought he got hacked. But other than that, have a feeling Simmons and Hato done. I think is very close. Not quite done yet, but very close.
Guys, so apologize for the breaks in my video. I don't know if it's affecting you guys. Besides me, does it affect you guys if I go off?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm joking.
The mic as well, so then we're sort of confused what's happening.
No, if I'm not speaking and that happened, does it cut the whole thing off from YouTube, or do you still keep going?
No, it does. It does. When you speak, when you try to speak to Mo,
it's smooth. It's just your one that was going.
Well, okay.
When you try to speak to Mo, when you welcome Mo, Mo started cutting off because he started talking, and you went and still carried on talking. That's why I said to Mo, carry on speaking. Like,
my question is, so let's say Mo or you, when you guys are speaking, and let's say I have that issue, it doesn't affect the stream, right?
No, don't.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
On your side of things, it seems fine.
Oh yeah, I got overload. Yeah, I could tell. I got overload in the house.
Yeah, it's running smooth enough.
So we've discussed a whole lot over here regarding. Mo even said that today's news has been a bit quiet, and probably I think that we might either tomorrow or Monday we will get a here we go, or maybe in the weekend we might get a here we go, but maybe media week will take about a week more.
Need you know what I might try and do for you? If any news comes out whilst I'm away next week, I might not be able to do a video, but if I see any news that comes out, I might do a quick voice note, just give him thoughts on it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, Mo, I think you're about to jump in. Go for it, sir.
Yeah, I don't think it will take into next week for Hato. I think Hato is hours away from being announced. As a here we go. But as I was saying before Dan cut me off, here we goes have changed with Fabrizio Romano.
Did you see the Emerson Royale one yesterday?
What do you mean?
So yesterday he did Emerson Royale, here we go to Besiktas. Yeah. Today, Emerson Royale to Flamengo, here we go, hijacked the deal with Besiktas.
Yeah.
Bro, if it was a few days, I'd be like, okay, but it was literally yesterday, today.
Less than 24 hours. Yeah. You see, that's the thing. Fabrizio Romano, I think it was last season or last summer transfer window or the one before, he had, I think, 2 or 3 here we goes that didn't go through. Okay, so he is now delaying his here we go until he gets concrete confirmation.
He'll wait till
this is happening.
Probably.
Yeah. So Jorrel Hato two seasons ago, two windows ago, it would have been a here we go at this point. Okay, because personal terms have been agreed. Club to club negotiations have started, and they are progressing quite well. But here we go hasn't been given yet. So what is he waiting for? He's actually waiting for them to put pen to paper or to put a verbal agreement into place. which is not what Here We Goes used to be a couple of seasons back.
But also,
I
I'd
think,
wait on Ornstein more than I'd wait on Romano.
yeah. To be fair, I think Ornstein seems to have better connections right now than Fabrizio Romano. I mean,
A lot of Romano's
I'm a big fan.
are traditionally agents, is what my
Yeah,
understanding. Whereas
100%.
Seems like Ornstein's a bit of agent and a bit of like club, so he can get
club
multiple
information.
sides of things. So, like, if the agent says this, I'll go to the club. The club says this.
Yeah, but also I think Fabrizio Romano is better connected in the Premier League than he is on the continent. I think Premier League and probably Serie A is his
bread and butter.
But I think the Bundesliga, Spain, France, he's not as connected. I think Ornstein probably better. I would actually go with journalists from those countries, especially for Bundesliga transfers. I would look at what the German media, what the German journalists are actually saying. For the Dutch players, look at what the Dutch journalists are saying. If you want to get information that is, well, how should I put this? That is breaking, that is quite hot. Before it goes mainstream, look at journalists, look at what they're speaking from those countries. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Fabrizio Romano. I think he is quite accurate, but he's not the best anymore. There's a lot of journalists that are reporting things, and then you'll see Fabrizio Romano react within 10-15 minutes, and he'll post something similar to what they have posted. He'll probably see the tweet, check with his sources, and then confirm or deny.
Yeah.
So just be wary, lads. There's one thing I want you guys to understand. Chelsea are looking to strengthen, and when I said knee's just gone, my knee.
You reckon?
When I say strengthen,
sorry, I thought you were done. Carry on, man.
No. So when I say Chelsea are looking to strengthen, I don't mean they are looking to strengthen just in the form of the squad, but it does look like we are looking at the financial side of things more than we did in the past. And when I say in the past, I mean with the old ownership. I think these guys, and I'm starting to see a trend here. Even the young players that they had bought, that we thought, why are they buying these? What is the benefits of buying these? They are selling them for a profit, and that profit might not be substantial. It might only be 5 million here, 10 million here, 15, even 20 million. If you think about it in the grand scheme of things, that is income that is generated to the club. And even those players who we do sell, and we do sell them at a lower price, if you look at the amount of years they've spent at the club, if you look at the amount of time they've played, if you look at the service that they have provided, even when you sell them at a lower price, because of the way the contracts work doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss. So, for example, Raheem Sterling, if we were to sell Raheem Sterling for 20 to 25, maybe even 30 million, it isn't a massive loss. I think we
He's
paid
got
50.
19.5 million left on the transfer fee amortization. So
there you go.
So Mo, what makes you think that though? Because I don't see like the thing with what they do. They're buying players for profit. So like with Joel Pedro coming into Chelsea I think he might have like a 1 or 2 seasons, and when he does well for the in the squad, he'll be a sale market to invest more money. I think they're getting players like with Nuni Madueke. We know exactly the situation there. He wanted to stay at Chelsea, but then we heard the news that he wanted to leave Chelsea, but they actually removed him out to sell him to Arsenal because Arsenal was interested, made a profit on money.
Madueke didn't want to stay at Chelsea. Madueke wanted to leave.
Well, apparently he wanted to stay, but they pushed him out.
I mean,
He came out in a statement at Arsenal Football Ground when they interviewed him. Said that he wanted to stay, but he had no choice. They wanted to push him out.
I find that very hard to believe personally.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, so Madueke, if he was being pushed out, we would see, we would see things on the pitch, we would see things within the club that indicate that. So I'll give you an example. We all knew that Chelsea were trying to push out Chalobah. We all knew it because he wasn't giving game time. He was sidelined.
And his number, they took his number off him as well when his mum passed away.
Even though he was performing out of his skin every time he was on that pitch, but he was dropped. He wasn't dropped because he was injured. He wasn't dropped. He was just he was being pushed out. And we heard speculation. We heard media talk. I haven't seen that kind of level of talk in regards to Madueke. On the contrary, Madueke was given regular time. He was, even if he wasn't starting, he was coming on, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, in the second half. He was giving game time. And, and his performances, his attitude didn't indicate that he was a player being pushed out. I did kind of sense that when the whole Arsenal connection started to happen, he seemed very eager to do it. He seemed quite keen to do it, which indicates to me that Madueke believes at Chelsea, with the amount of talent that Chelsea has, his game time will be limited. However, with Arsenal, he'll get more game time, which shows you the levels in regards to the attack. They're saying, if he goes to Arsenal, he's not going to be able to displace Saka. He ain't going to get much game time. Well, if that is the case, he wouldn't have gone to Arsenal.
Unless I got
nobody was pushing him. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Steve, I didn't catch that.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying, unless I got play him left wing, which he only done a handful of times for Chelsea. Because do you trust Martinelli to be available and fit a lot? I don't personally. From the outside looking in, I don't trust him to be available enough.
Yeah, I mean, Madueke is quite versatile. He literally can play across the front line. He can play in a central position. He can play on the left, on the right. He is versatile. I think his best position is yet to be determined. To be fair, but
a bit like Havertz.
Yeah, and I actually saw I think it was on Twitter. Some guy posted something which I find quite funny. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Yeah, I saw it.
Which one did you see?
Have you seen
about Arteta and Nuni Madueke?
No. It was a tweet. It was a tweet saying that Arsenal fans are celebrating the signing of Jorrel Hato and Xavi Simmons by Chelsea Football Club, as they know by 2035 they'll be signing for Arsenal.
35. So for context, if we sell them in 10 years, Jorrel Hato would be 29 years old.
Yeah.
So at that point,
in his prime, and Arsenal and Arsenal be looking, okay, we're not, But what I'm trying to say is this: the fact that Arsenal seem to be buying players from Chelsea Football Club on a regular basis every single year, at least one, if not two, does indicate that
we're doing something good.
It indicates that Chelsea have an eye for talent, and B, Arsenal are happy to take the leftovers.
Always,
and then turn around and say we're a bigger club.
Yeah, I would say that if that keep happening, it means that Chelsea are doing something better that Arsenal are not doing. And the same thing, just like you said, in terms of finding talent, Chelsea are doing better with young players. We could tell that there's going to be a potential in this player, and they get them very young, bring him to the football club, and Arsenal can get him 2 years' time after a few minutes with the senior team at Chelsea, and they'll get the best. Not the best, but they can utilize them when we got enough at our football club. That's when the players are surplus to requirements. We don't really need them. That is when we can offload them to Arsenal Football Club. You get what I'm saying? It means that Chelsea Academy are still doing something good. The recruitments, the scouting department are doing something good for them to be able to bring in Donny Madueke, which has a lot of potentials, and be able to sell them for that amount of money. Nicholas Jackson is one of the players that I believe that if he has been a little bit more clinical, I'm sure there will be a bidding war on Nicholas Jackson if Chelsea would have let him go this season. If you have been a little bit more clinical, because he was just wasting too many chances. And we have to put this in consideration. Jackson is 23 years. 24, he hasn't even get to his prime at all. So, and we all know completely he's a better player than Erling Haaland, but good finisher, Nicholas Jackson. And even Hasselberg even said that if you look at finishes, good players and all that, Cole Palmer is the best finisher in the Premier League than Erling Haaland. He said that. Look at the way Cole Palmer finishes chances. He doesn't put power in it, and you cannot stop it. If you look at the second goal against Donnarumma, the ball passed before Donnarumma, dived. The ball even passed him to the back of the net before Donnarumma dived. If you guys pay attention, look at the second goal from Cole Palmer. Go ahead. I don't know. I think DJ was speaking.
DJ's
not here. In regards to Nicholas Jackson, I think we could sell him in this window, but if we don't sell him in this window, I have a feeling he will surprise a lot of people next season. Now, I think there is going to be some very healthy competition within our squad. Delap, Jackson, and João Pedro. I think João Pedro will not be primarily used as a striker. I think Delap will be our go-to, with João Pedro probably playing behind him. Sorry?
He's cut out again. I presume he was going to say João Pedro left wing or as
No. I think João Pedro as a 10. I liked.
Nee is cutting out again. I don't know if you can hear us.
Yeah.
I actually really liked Palmer on the right. I think Palmer on the right with Pedro just to his left, Delap up front works beautifully.
As in a 4-3-3 or in like a 4-2-3-1?
It'd be a 4-2-3-1. It'd be a 4-2-3-1.
So Simmons or Gittins left wing.
Simmons left wing. Left wing, or interchange with Pedro. So he
got them three behind the lap.
Yeah, and naturally, if you're playing that, then you're going to have to rotate. And I think Jackson will rotate with probably Simmons on the left or with Delap in the striker position, because Jackson can do that. I think Jackson will get game time, and I think Jackson will get game time with better quality around him. I think this is the opportunity for him. Jackson this season coming, if he loses a bit of his selfishness, because I think that kind of messes him up a bit in the game. If he loses a bit of that and plays better with those around him, it will create more chances for him. He will put more goals in the back of the net. And I think when it comes to the end of next season, if Chelsea are valuing him now, and I know this is a overpriced evaluation just so they could get a better bid for him. If they're talking about 100 million now, they'll be talking about 150 next summer.
But
because
he would TK.
Steven, I gotta hop off. You take over now.
Yep, no worries.
From there, Mo, I gotta take my boy for a football game. So Steven,
tell him to stop playing Fortnite when you're streaming.
Yeah, I'll tell him. They're putting too much pressure.
They're putting too much pressure on the internet.
Come on. I'm frozen. I'm back. Come on. Guys, thank you very much. Knees out for the day. Stevie is in charge, and more. Also, you guys can discuss any updates. Bye. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Andy,
Bye.
take it.
I'm out. I'm out with my breaking. Yeah. Bye.
I love how it is frozen as he's disconnecting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say, Mo? Sorry.
I lost my train of thought. I think I was saying about the Nicholas Jackson situation. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's what you were on.
he will go for a even better fee next season when he spends a whole season playing with the talent that we're looking to bring in. I agree and I believe when Chelsea say that we're not desperate to sell Nicholas Jackson, it's a fact. We're not desperate to sell Nicholas Jackson. And I think the whole us not looking at Isak situation indicates that Chelsea may not be in the market for a striker. They may be, and this kind of leans towards the whole Garnacho situation. I don't rate him, to be fair. I don't want to see him at Chelsea. Garnacho, but but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I hope it doesn't, but I was expecting to see a striker come in, but the fact that they're not interested in Isak, and even though we were interested in him last season, we were heavily linked with him in the last summer transfer window. So the fact that this isn't even on the radar right now, I don't think we're interested. I don't think we're interested or looking to get a striker, and this might be an indicator that maybe Garnacho is coming. I'm hoping we go for Rodgers, but we'll see. We'll see.
Do you know what though? I've just seen something. I don't have the link for it. But it has just popped up for me within the last probably 20 minutes or so, if that. That Man United have, and this goes back to something that I sent me earlier as well. Man United are looking at Ollie Watkins, right?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
So here's my train of thought. Now, it might not happen. Just let me dream for a second. Watkins to United.
Yep.
Jackson to Villa to replace Watkins.
Yeah.
As a result, Chelsea offer for Rodgers, and then that's going to be like a domino effect. Just quickly, before I get your thoughts on that, I think Dan's back. He is. Just give me 2 seconds to read through this comment from Leighton, and then I'll come to you guys. So Leighton says, big up all the legends, great content. Noni wasn't pushed out. What I am hearing is if João Pedro continues this form, he'll be untouchable as Cole Palmer. I hate to tell this when Stanley still wants Garnacho, but the owners are saying no, keep an eye on PSG goalkeeper, so Donnarumma, according to his sources. But yeah, just quickly, do you guys see that sort of domino happening with Watkins, Jackson, and Rodgers potentially? Because that seems like the way it's going to happen. Maybe Garnacho's in there somewhere, but it just seems too logical in my brain for it to not happen.
I hope that does happen, but I'm hoping that we don't get Garnacho as part of that domino effect. But Rodgers happening in that way, it could happen, and we've seen it in the past. We've seen it in the past where 2 or 3 clubs have like a chain,
chain reaction.
Transfer, yeah. I think that's how we got Saul Niguez. But I remember we were involved in one a few transfer windows ago.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact way the Sal one worked out, but you could be right on that.
Yeah.
So Dan, any thoughts on this to add?
I just had the phone call with my mate. He's saying that Garnacho to Man United might be like Man United. Man United Garnacho has to fit. Man United's in for Ollie Watkins. It's going to be like a 60 million plus deal. So if that's the case, if the guy going for Ollie Watkins has to free up on returns now, wants to go get Garnacho from Man United. The thing is, right, Steve, I said all this long to people, it's a smokescreen. We ain't interested in Garnacho. Winston Stanley wants Garnacho, and the owners don't want him. And if it was a series that the owners wanted him,
sorry, Dan, just 1 second, Stephen. Check out Ben Jacobs' latest tweet 9 minutes ago.
Is it to do with the Watkins thing?
Garnacho and Watkins, yeah.
Okay.
I've just seen that as well. My mate just sent me it, the Twitter thing.
I'm going to try and get up now. Just give me 2 seconds. Dan, carry on with your point whilst I load this up.
The way I see it, we've been talking. This been talked for so many long from last year where we wanted Garnacho. If we were serious with Garnacho, like I said before, it would have been done deal over the line. Here we go, Garnacho, Chelsea Football Club. We was in talks with this last season with Garnacho, in January. We could have gone and got him in if we wanted to. The clear is the owners don't want this player in. He has his reputation, his attitude is the same as problem. I've got a few Man United fans to say about his attitude. Even what's his name came on these the other day. I told him about his attitude. We don't want another. Maybe? Skylar. Yeah, we don't want another Man United player who thinks he's bigger than himself and with an attitude, and then ruin the reputation at the Chelsea Football Club. That's why probably we had exactly the same thing with Nuni Madueke, and we've also got the exactly same with Nicholas Jackson. Impossibly like if Man United do get Watkins, good deal for Aston Villa to get Garnacho, then the Rodgers situation, what we were talking about, Mo, why not? Why not? Because the guy, we've seen him play for Middlesbrough against us in a cup, and he was outstanding.
Rodgers, yeah.
Yeah, Rodgers. And then also when he was at Aston Villa, he was good last season in the Champions League as well. So it possible could work out a favour for Man United and Aston Villa to have Garnacho, and Watkins goes to Man United part way, and we go get Rodgers.
So you, just so I understand this clearly, are you saying Man U do deals with Villa for Watkins and Garnacho, then the replacement for Watkins is Jackson potentially, then Chelsea go for Rodgers? Is that sort of what you're thinking?
Yeah.
That would be class.
Sorry, my understanding. That's why I forgot Jackson in the line. So if they want, because Aston Villa wants Jackson, yeah. So Aston Villa wants Nicholas Jackson, and Man United was in talks with Jackson, yeah. So if it's the case that Aston Villa wants Garnacho, and Man United want Watkins, that could be a part way for Man United, and it also could do as a favour. We give them Jackson, we have Rodgers. That will work in a favour for all clubs. I'm not saying that we might go, because if Xavi Simmons and now when he comes, we never know. We might still push. If we're going to get rid of Jackson, we need another attacker on that side. And if that's the case, because we've been talking, for the last couple weeks, we've been in talks like Rodgers, like a few different players. But then don't rule out the winger for Juventus, Mo. Because apparently, because we're still in talks with him at Juventus. But who would you have? Rodgers or Yusuf from Juventus? Which one would you pick?
100% Rodgers. Mo?
Mo? What about you, bro?
I'd go for Yildiz. I think Rodgers is less risky.
Okay.
So Rodgers less of a risky move, but I think Yildiz potentially a superstar in the making.
I hear that.
So that's and I think it's a risk we can afford to take. Because of the current squad size, because of the quality we have in the team. I think if he doesn't perform to that level and we end up having to get rid of him, it won't really impact us that much. But if he does perform, the financial gain will be immense. The impact it will have on our season will be immense. So there's a lot of reward, but as the saying goes, the higher the risk, the higher the reward, and I think that is what I would go for. But either player would be a fantastic addition as long as it's not the guy on the screen right now.
Just quickly as well. So, I don't know how to say first name. I'm going to presume the second one is Bakali and says that they're a Chelsea fan from Uganda. Big up to you.
Big up.
And
Waffler.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the second one because I'm going to struggle with the first one, and it's less difficult to say the second one. I don't want to butcher it. Leighton says, just in Villa looking at Garnacho, as you'll see on screen from Ben Jacobs as well, which says Garnacho and Villa is one to watch. United value Garnacho at 60 million, but Leighton says, Villa looking at Garnacho, owner's given a green light. I repeat, our owner hasn't given a green light for Garnacho. Also heard if we could get Sterling sold, we would bring in a world-class player with higher wages. Concerns about Wesley Fofana, keep him fit, might loan him. Yeah, I think if Fofana goes, it would only be a loan. There is one other thing that's just come up on my screen from the London is Blue podcast and Matt Law. So if you give me 2 seconds, that would be up on your screen instead. Let's quickly go. Do you know, for 2 seconds, I'll share this tab. We'll come back to it in a minute. Just whilst I get the London is Blue one up. And then we'll come back to the one that's on screen at the moment once I've got this up because it's on Garnacho and we're just on it now. So this is what Matt Law said on the London is Blue podcast. He says, until they sign Simmons, Garnacho will be a target. They like his data. They like his profile. There are a lot of questions about his character. Within the club, they're trying to decide whether it's a United problem or a Garnacho problem. Oh, brilliant. Do you know what? The only positive I can make from that, just quickly, is that one positive is until they sign Simmons, Garnacho is an option. So, in other words, when they sign Simmons, Garnacho is likely no longer an option for Chelsea. Which is good. Yeah. The second thing, which is actually an issue thing, is there are a lot of questions about his character. Yeah, we're doing this whole thing like what they do with American sports, where you look into a player's character.
Sorry,
right?
could I just come in
about Matt Law? Whether it's a United problem or a player problem, I wouldn't risk it because it could be both. But
Dan, before you come in,
yeah,
I
you go first.
100% agree with you, Stephen. That is the first thing that I picked up as soon as you read it out. Until they sign Simmons, so Garnacho is a backup plan, which is brilliant because I'm hoping we don't actually have to use that backup plan. And the fact that they've identified his character as being an issue, I'm pleased because at least they have seen it and they have looked at it. Because this is one of the key reasons why I am not a big fan of Garnacho. I think as a player, as a talent-wise, he has a lot about him. But my biggest concern is the impact that he will have on the dressing room. And the fact that this has been identified by the club, it means that it is something that will be addressed should they go for him. So, 2 very positive points on there. Go on, Dan. Sorry to...
No, you spoke facts. You just spoke my words there, mate. You also going to say the same what you was going to say, but different. But could I just say something about Matt Law?
Yeah,
this guy is a brown envelope.
We're not doing this. We're not doing brown envelope.
No, but I'm just saying, Steve, right? 100% this guy is out of 30% wrong and then 30%
Where did you get
right.
30%? I don't even matter.
Well, 80-20. I say 80-20 then. All right, sorry, yeah. I'll give it 80-20. Because the 20% is right and sometimes and the 80% is always wrong. This Matt Law, he just thinks he comes out with a thing like we know that Garnacho. We all know that Garnacho was a backup smokescreen, and that it was only a backup. We said this from decades before Matt Law's come into this. You know what I mean? Since last year we said this, yeah. Until this season, we said exactly the same thing. Yeah, it's a hearsay story, It's only if we don't get a player like Simeon, it might be a backup option. And now sudden, Matt Law's come out with this. Until they sign Simeon, Garnacho will be the target for a backup on a day. My only honest opinion, Matt Law, if you're gonna come out with some sense about Garnacho, bring it out wisely and stop lying tailing to all to the people like Man United, Chelsea, that Chelsea were interested in Garnacho, because it's not the owners are not interested in him. Where have you heard of these owners have came out that they want this player? It's only one person in our Chelsea department. It's Winston Stanley. Is the sporting director who wants him, but the owners ain't backing him, and he's begging the owners to get him. Honest to truth, the whole point of this situation this year, Garnacho is not going to be a Chelsea player. I don't want this player in nowhere near Stamford Bridge. Yeah, I'm going to choose my words carefully, Steve. Don't worry, bro. I don't want this kid near my Stamford Bridge. I don't want to see him wearing that Chelsea shirt, because he's dead wood for Man United. His attitude stinks. Yeah, he'll bring in the attitude to the training ground with other players. Yeah, or don't like be dropped like thinking, who is this guy? Why we got an attitude problem with his that? It's going to ruin the reputation at Chelsea Football Club with the standards of his of what he is. Yes, he is a talent, right? I agree, Garnacho is a talent. We've seen him play for Man United on the pitch. He can score some wonder goals, but he ain't our style of player that fits our project, whatever you want to do. Trust the process. He's not the guy who will fit in Enzo Maresca plans.
Okay.
So please, Matt Law, just keep out with this fake news, because I'm getting sick of it.
Okay. So DJ's back. So DJ, if you got anything on that, or Mo, if you got anything to add on that, just quickly, because I think I've got about 10-15 minutes, so I've got to hop off, and I want to quickly touch on a couple other things before we end. So if Mo or DJ got anything to add, then
I've said my bit, DJ. It's all yours, brother.
Yeah, big up to you, Mo. Big up everyone in the comments again. Big up, guys. Yeah, listen, I think you all know. I think everyone knows here how I feel about Garnacho and Chelsea. Yeah, it's not that I don't rate the guy. I think he's a good talent, but I just don't think we need him. And I said it. If we end up signing Xavi Simmons, which is most likely, why do we need to bring another winger in when you can play as an attacking midfielder and can play on that wide left? So, do we really need to bring in a Garnacho? Not for me. If he does come in, like you said, like we said already on here, I'm not going to hate on the player. I'll support him as I did Jadon Sancho. But doesn't mean I want him to actually be there. But hopefully it won't happen. And the good news is I saw you guys putting a tweet up about Aston Villa. I really hope. I also saw Napoli back in the frame again for him as well today. So hopefully one of those two clubs gets him. I also saw links of Raheem Sterling to Napoli as well. So, but Garnacho, nah, bruv, I don't want him anywhere near our club. So yeah, I think you all know where I have a stance in this one.
I think we're all sort of in agreement with him. But yeah, just quickly, Cole Palmer saying when Stanley needs to get sacked, Egbali or Todd should boot Winstanley's. I'm not going to say that word, but we all know what they're referring to. Backside, let's say. Yeah, so there was two other things. I'm going to try and be very quick on them because I've got about 15 minutes. So the first one is this. You're going to like this, Dan, because it's Matt Law again. But it is kind of true because we do kind of know this in the sense that Chelsea offset their spending with over 200 million in sales when we've got about 17 players that need to go, whether sales or permanent, with only a handful of those being loans. Then it is very likely to be over 200 million, especially when you factor in what we've already done. On top of that, it says Bayern Munich, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle United, as well as clubs in Italy, all have registered interest in Nkunku. So I'm going to quickly say my piece and then we'll go through order of Mo, then Dan and DJ, if you guys have got anything to add. So my thing is, yes, with the players we've sold and the players that we're looking to sell, it will be over 200, especially for the valuations we've got on these players, right? The second thing is, it's all well and good Bayern Munich, Forest, Newcastle, and Italian clubs having interest in Nkunku. Italian clubs don't traditionally pay up. Bayern might do because they do every now and then. Newcastle, who knows what's happening with them? They're having an awful summer. And Forest, I mean, I don't know if he'd be interested in going to Forest either, to be honest. But if anyone's got anything to add, we'll go in order of Mo, then we'll go to Dan after, and then DJ after that, just so it's in order.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Italian clubs do tend to stall a lot of their deals, and they do try to get loan deals with options to buy. And, we've not had really very positive experience with transfers from Italian clubs in regards to the way they handle their transfers. Biggest issue is the biggest one we can discuss is Lukaku and what happened with him. But yeah, so I'm hoping that there is solid interest from Bayern Munich in Nkunku, because they are a big club and they do have the power and they do have the attraction. And I think if they do approach for Nkunku, that will be a deal that will be done quite quickly. But also, I've heard that there are other clubs in Germany. I think it was Dortmund that I heard. Leipzig have been mentioned, but I'm not sure how credible that is. But I think I also heard Dortmund were interested. But there is definitely interest in Nkunku, so I think he will probably be an easier one to offload. So yeah, 200 million is easy for Chelsea to get once they are focused on outgoings. I think right now the majority of their staff. Yeah.
I mean, what was Madueke? If we look at guaranteed money only, he was 48 million. Petrovic was 25. 20. I don't know how much of that's guaranteed, but you're around 70 million already.
Yeah. So I think we can surpass that quite easily. Yeah. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. So we'll pass over to Dan.
Yeah, Dan, got anything to comment on this?
The thing we say with Madueke, there was like 48 something add-ons in it, so in total 52 million. But the money will go with price up. We've got more players that we say. Nkunku's a weird one. I don't really want Nkunku to go. Honestly, the way he was outstanding in the tournament, Enzo Maresca really hyped him up. They both cuddled and had a laugh after the game. My possibility, clubs are interested. I don't like the best option for Nkunku. Yeah, if it's anything, I don't think he'll join any other Premier League club. If it's the case of Nkunku, if he wanted to leave, his only most country he will like to go back is Germany, because in Germany he got on really well in the German league. He knows the fans there. He knows a bit of the culture in Germany where he used to live before. So if it did happen that he was going to get sold, like Mo said, Bayern Munich and some other, I hear Leverkusen wanted to go for him as well. A couple of weeks ago, there was a rumor about Leverkusen who was interested in Nkunku. So as well as that, so the Germany would be an outfit for Nkunku. He'll be fit his system because he knows how to play the style in Germany, and Battery's best in there because the injuries ain't really worked since. So I see that Nkunku, it could be a blitz with this guy. I think if their owners really want to sell Nkunku, they'll go and sell him for the profit of the money. I know we paid a lot of money when we bought him, but we're going to lose out 25 million profit off him. They're like roughly around 40 something million. They want like for something 4.5 million for Nkunku now.
Just to clarify, he has 42 million on the books. So there's talks that we want about 44 million. So it'd be a
there you are. Yeah. So there's a lot. We've lost a lot of profit when we bought him. A bit of a profit on him, but I don't see Nkunku going anywhere. Honestly, I don't see him. I don't see him leaving Chelsea. He's just won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. I don't see him going. But if he does, good luck to him. Good luck to him, and then all the best for his future.
Fair enough. DJ, anything you want to add on this?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think more or less what the guys have already said. I think it's. When we talk about this thing about we need, about this 200 million of sales, I think Mo pointed out even yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, I can't remember, where he said we don't actually need to even sell because we're in such a good place. Yeah, in terms of the finances, right? I don't understand when it's talking about, we need to get rid of players to balance the books when we don't really need to be doing that.
Because of
However,
the personnel, not because of the money.
yeah, I was going to, no, I was going to, however, it can only be nothing, as I said. However, the only thing I'll say on it is obviously we still obviously need to bring some players in. And I think people, if you go about what people seem to be thinking, we got a 90-man squad. Yeah. All right. So if you want to believe any of that nonsense, but but we need to obviously balance it. We need to obviously get rid of some players. And like Dan, I actually, again on Nkunku, it's a strange one for me on him because I don't think for me personally we've seen the best of him. I think when he first came to Chelsea, he got that bad injury, and then he was out. Then he obviously was out. But look, listen. At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's got to be, mate. If they sell him, they're going to sell him for what we've already discussed, and then they'll sell to the best. And the thing of all is, they're going to sell him. They're going to sell him to the best club that makes the best offer. So that could even be in the Premiership. So if they think he's not going to go to a Premiership club, we think he might not go to a Premiership club. I doubt, because let's be real here, it's only the Prem clubs that can make a very good offer for him.
In theory,
yeah, in theory. So yeah, I mean, if you look at other Bayern Munich, we've mentioned possibly PSG, but do PSG really need him? I don't think so. So yeah,
do you know
let's
what
see
the
what
most
happens.
sense is? Just quickly to add on to that, and then I'm going to go into the last topic.
Yeah, go for
The
it.
thing that makes the most sense to me, it's not Forest, it's not Newcastle for obvious reasons, and it's not Italian clubs. It's Bayern Munich out of the ones that are listed. Do you know why? Musiala's injury. There's your answer.
Yeah, that's the case.
That's why they've inquired about Simmons. That's why they're looking at Christopher and Nkunku as well. Because Musiala's injured now, so okay, we need to get someone. Nkunku knows the league. Simmons has chosen Chelsea. So it makes sense.
But can I just quickly come in, Steve? With Simmons, but Bayern Munich have wanted Xavi Simmons for the last 3 seasons, right? They've wanted this kid so long since he's been in Germany for RB Leipzig. When he left PSG, went to RB Leipzig, he wrote out Bayern Munich always wanted Xavi Simmons. Right, they've always wanted him, but now Chelsea's got him. They're just the back show in case anything collapses on Simmons from Chelsea. They're going to go try and get him because they're also looking at Luis Diaz from Liverpool. But my situation is Simmons now he's a Chelsea player, but with Nkunku, right? Like I said, we haven't seen the best out of him, and also there's nothing he's come out that he wants to leave, and he's happy in London and he's happy at Chelsea. Yeah, you can see how smiling he was. And after the World Cup, when we saw the best out of him, and when Enzo played him in that right position, where he played him in his right position, we saw the best out of him. And also he has experience. So if the injuries don't if the injuries go away from him this season. And this season, we might see something in him this season that will show his experience and show more quality on the pitch with the other players. And with the other thing, I'm just going to quickly say, Xavi Simmons and Nkunku, when they used to play together in RB Leipzig, they're good friends. So I just don't understand. I don't understand of why these owners want to go like we say. We've already got the money there. Like this, the financial stuff has been paid for. We had big money in the Club World Cup. There's other players like Balishidis, Desassis, and all these other players, and we've still got Broja's on the book. Yeah, Broja hasn't been sold yet. And we've got Dacho Fofana still on the books. He ain't been sold yet. So there's other players there to be sold. But I just don't see Nkunku getting sold. Like I've just think it's another Matt Law's reputation again, like Garnacho thing, just making stories, and if it is the truth, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, Newcastle could probably pay the money for Nkunku, but I don't see him staying in the Premier League like what DJ said. I think he'll go to Germany where he loves, where the fan base used to love him, and where he knows the culture in Germany. He knows where he used to live before, so he'll go back to Germany. And the only most thing I could see with Marcelo's been injured since the World Cup, they might Bayern Munich might go for Nkunku, but I just don't see him getting sold. Honestly, I think Enzo Maresca's got plans for Nkunku in this season in the Premier League. I just don't see him going nowhere.
Fair enough.
So that's my fault.
I'm just gonna go to the comments and I'm gonna go to the last thing just so I made sure we've covered everything as well. CFC Gamer says Chelsea are going big for Isak. Remember, I said it. We wanted Isak last summer, but did not bid because he wanted to stay. But now things are different. I don't think we're going to, but that's because we've already signed our striker before he became available, and it would be pointless going to get him after getting João Pedro and them lot. I'm going to go on to the last thing, but if you guys, once I've gone through this last thing, want to also reply to that comment about, those two comments from CFC Gamer about Isak, then feel free. But the last one, this came out, I believe, earlier today from Romano. Understand Chelsea have opened the doors to a loan move for Mark Guy, but there will be no buy option included. The clear priority is for Chelsea is to loan him in England. They want Guy to develop and play in England next season. Okay, there's a couple of things I want to say on this, and then I'll put it over to you guys so you can comment on both this and Isak comments if you wish, right? Actually, there's another comment I need to get to in a second as well, also from CFC Gamer. But one, that's because I think you're allowed 5 or 6 loan spots internationally, and 3 of those are going to be used up by Strasbourg. Yeah, because Penders, Paez, and who was the other one? I forgot. Where was another one?
They're selling back. It's gone back to
going to Strasbourg straight away on loan. That leaves you with 2 or 3, because I can't remember if the number came down again to 5 international loan spots or stayed at 6. But it's 2 or 3 international loan spots left, right? So that's one quick thing. The other thing is it'd be good to keep him in England anyways. I will get to my words right in a second, because if we have long-term plans for him to be in and around the squad in the next couple of years, it'd do him good getting used to the physicality of English football. So that's just my quick thoughts on that. And then CFC Gamer saying Nkunku's too soft to play for Chelsea. His mentality and physicality is not good enough to play here. Interesting. So does anyone have anything to say about this Nkunku comment from CFC?
That's his opinion. That's his...
Or the Mark Guy stuff. Any of those 3 things.
So Mark Guy, I think he is a very, very good striker, and I think he will develop, to be a player that will start for Chelsea. But I like the focus on having him play in England, because playing in Italy, playing in Spain is a different. It's a different type of football. I would like to see him play in the Championship next season, and get used to that physicality and that pace of the game. I want to see him being put into a team that likes to play attacking football in the Championship, because it will give him that exposure and give him the opportunity, sharpen him up, give him that experience, and then I think we can build on it next season. In regards to Isak, I can't see it happening. Not now. I agree with you, Stephen. We have got our attacker. We have got João Pedro, and I think if we were interested in, or if Isak would have been an option for us, you'd have heard more about Chelsea being linked with more centre forwards, rather than attacking minded midfielders or wingers. We haven't really heard that in this window. So I think we do need one. But again, Chelsea seem to be content with the João Pedro as their striker signing. So I don't think we're going to go for him. And I think Nkunku, again, Germany is the best option for him.
Fair enough. Dan, do you want to come in? Then we'll go to DJ.
Yeah. Like with CFC gamer, that's your opinion about Nkunku, but I just think because he didn't have a lot of game minutes since his injuries at Chelsea. I think since we saw him World Cup, like I said, it's been with the Isak thing. I told you earlier about my friend. I told DJ my friend spoke. He's got a good mate. He's a Newcastle journalist, and he said about Isak there potentially. I wouldn't rule out the move because they do private business and closed doors before. Look at this, Enzo Fernandez. We didn't know Enzo Fernandez would be over the line at Chelsea Football Club. That went quiet, and then sudden.
That was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, that was a major roller coaster. See, and Enzo Fernandez, sudden we pulled him, and he came to Chelsea, and he didn't really stay. He didn't play long for Benfica. I wouldn't go over the line back Isak, but can I see? I don't see Isak coming because the race slipped off. That's the only thing I know about because I said to my mate who's in Newcastle, the only race is the race slipped off because they're not gonna. If Isak wants 300 and something K a week, then it's gonna be problems with the other players who we got like Cole Palmer's and all this lot who's been outstanding for us. And he's asking why I'm not at that same amount of money with Isak. That's the only most problem. No, that's my thoughts. That why we're not going to go in for Isak because the race slipper. Less if they do a miracle and ask Isak to go low on the price on the thing. I don't see that happening because look at what happened to Fitz Osman. We end up messing up the deal there with that because they're trying to play him with the race slipper, offering him low price on the wages for the weekly wages, and it didn't happen. I think this would be a scenario with Isak. If Isak came to Chelsea, I said it earlier before, if Isak came in, he would be a brilliant signing because it'll bring more goals and more grease in the box for us for the Premier League. And he basically would like help us a lot in the run because we know if he's in the box, we know he'll bury the goals. But when we saw Nicholas Jackson, he couldn't kick it, he went over the bar. With the Mark Gui thing, I agree. I agree. I think it'd be a best option him going to the Championship, like what Mo said. I think if he was in the Premier League, I don't think he'll get much gaming time in the Premier League. If less like the low clubs like who just came into Premier Leagues like Ipswich, Sunderland, and I can't remember our other club who came in. Who else has just got promoted to the Premier League?
Leeds.
West Brom.
Leeds.
Oh, Leeds. Yeah, I hate Leeds as well. But we did this with Patrick Bamford, and we also did it with that other young. Remember that? There was that foreigner kid. Was it De Santos? When we bought him. De Santo. That's it. De Santo. We went and bought him when Roma famished at the time, and then we loaned him out to the Championship to get his physical to know what English football was with the physicality. Then we came to Chelsea, played a few games, didn't work. Then we moved to a foreign country. I think that'd be a great ability for Mark Gui. We could see him when we saw him at Barcelona when he was at Chelsea when he played games in the conference. How good his talent is. He could. The touches he does with the skills, the dribbles, and also he can score goals. So I feel it'd be a great opportunity for him to go into a Championship and show more ability of what the English football is about, and then hopefully next year we see a better Gui when he comes back to Chelsea. That's my standards.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's best for him to go England anyway, as I said when I was making my comments. DJ, I'll come to you in 2 seconds. I just want to quickly get through these couple of comments from CFC Gamer quickly so we don't get behind if any more come in. So, what do you guys think about Xavi Simmons? Will he start over Gittins? I'll just quickly comment on that. We can come back to it in a second. I think he starts over Gittins. I just think that makes the most sense unless you're going to play one of Delap or João Pedro and then you put Palmer out wide. That's the only way I can see both playing. It looks like Jackson will stay because we want to loan Mark Gui. And if Jackson goes, we will need to buy one more striker because to rely on Delap and João Pedro in Champions League and Premier League may be a bit too much for those guys to handle. I agree, but I don't think the club agree because you've got Neto, Palmer, and a couple of others that have played as false nines as well. So they'll probably look more towards that. But yeah, DJ, your thoughts on like the whole Guy Nkunku Isak situation?
Yeah, I mean, look, with the Mark Guehi situation, it's interesting what the what CFC Gamers said there about the whole situation with Jackson, because I think he's right. I mean, if we ending up loaning up Guehi, then I don't see Jackson going. I think that's going to be one where he will stay around. However, you never say never with these owners in this club. If they decide a good offer comes in from them, they're going to sell him. It's as simple as that. Does it make us a light front? You mentioned it just there, Stephen, about, we got Cole Palmer who can go there. Neto. You also forget another one. Even if we were to loan out Mark Guehi and we were to say lose Jackson, we've still got that young kid, the Lukaku lookalike, who can come into the team if need be.
Are you on about Shimoaka?
Sure, yeah. He could always still come in there if need be. As a striker, if we were to loan out Mark Guehi and we lose Jackson, I think people have forgotten about him.
Yeah, we have.
He made his debut in the old conference league, so he could always come in and do a job if need be. And I think he's not a bad backup. I think the only thing he missed, he almost scored as well. To be fair to the kid when he played in that tournament, but I think he could come in and do that if we were to loan him out. So he's another option. In terms of Isak, I think I've said this already. I think I said this at the beginning of the stream. Okay. I'll tell you this way, right? You can line up Osimhen, you can line up Isak, you can line up Mbappe. Okay, you can line up. Let's say who else? You could put in. Say even. I'm even going to throw in Haaland in there, right? And then you've got a young striker called Liam Delap. Who are Chelsea most likely going to go and buy? Gone is Isak. Gone is all the top strikers, because I don't think the owners do that anymore. Liam Delap's going to be chosen over them. It's just because our owners will not go and buy those kind of players. They said they won't go and do it. They won't pay those kind of wages. So even if we've been linked with these players, there's no point Chelsea fans getting happy and excited about it, because they're not going to come to your football club.
But also, I think there's more to it than that.
No, I get it also with the wages and all that, and yeah, I get the wages and obviously.
I was saying I think there's more to it than just that as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's just my. I honestly, that's just my. I mean, that's just my one take on it, because I just don't think we go for them players. I mean, if we're under the Abramovich era now, then you choose one of those players comes to your football club.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, under this ownership, they won't do that, which is fair enough, because they've obviously chosen to go down the model they want to go down, and it's also buying youngsters, buying young, getting them on the book, getting them in, and then selling, and then maybe eventually selling them for a profit. That's what they're that's what they're going to do. Whereas with the light, and also the age, again, we talk about the age gap as well. I mean, I don't think. I mean, how old is this? What, 25 years old?
25,
26. Yeah, 26.
September.
September 26 in September.
25.
Yeah,
So for
26
me,
in September. Though.
So for me, I think that for me would be what you would call an experienced striker coming to your football club. But like I said, I don't think our guys would do that anymore. So it's what it is. And obviously we've got used to it now, so we can't really moan about it anymore. So on that situation, I just think that's what would happen if all those guys were lined up and you had Liam Delap there. I think Delap is the one who signs over every single one of them players. That's just the way our model goes now. In terms of the other situation, what was the other one we talked about? Oh yeah, Nkunku. Now listen, I still think Nkunku's got a lot to offer. I think it will be better. I think for us as fans, we are saying yes, let him go to Germany. Because I think a lot of us are worried, if he was to say rock up at Manchester United or rock up at another club in the Premiership, we all know the guy's going to do well there, because he's an excellent player. He just needs the, I guess for me, okay, he needs. I mean, I'm not saying the right environment, because I think he's got the right environment at Chelsea, but he needs an environment around him with obviously with a. I'm not saying, because I do obviously rate a manager, but with another manager that's going to play him and play him in the position that he wants to play. And this guy, and for me, I believe this guy will do really, really well. That's why we're worried about selling him to a rival club here in the Premiership, because I think we all know he'll do well if he goes there. So that's why we're all saying, come go to Bayern Munich, and we hope Bayern Munich come if he was to sell him. If he doesn't go, like Dan, I'll be more than happy if he stays at the football club, but I just don't think that would happen, though.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through the last few comments and then we're gonna wrap up because I have actually been running late. I was meant to get off about 15 minutes ago, so but that's all right. It's been a good stream, but yeah. CFC Gamer says, I really believe Chelsea will take some points against Arsenal, Liverpool, and City because I think João Pedro and Palmer will step up in those games.
Yeah.
Better finishing than we had with Jackson last season. I think we can all agree on that, to be honest, at least from the sample size we've seen.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely.
Cole Palmer says, I think Jackson goes to Newcastle. Potentially is one of the options for sure. And then CFC Gamer says, goalkeeper and centre-back still needed. Definitely goalkeeper, less so centre-back personally. Depending on sales, then maybe a centre-back. And if we get Simmons and Nkunku's gone, come on, let's be honest. I think we all kind of agree with that. And
Steve, could you just say, sorry,
just quickly, because this is the last one anyway. He'll play well in Germany, but the Prem ain't for him, in my opinion. That will be connected to the Nkunku thing again. Yeah, just quickly, Dan.
Let's go back up to CFC's game about Jackson.
Huh?
The one where he put up on the chat about Jackson quickly. About him not getting sold in case Gui goes out on loan.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. It looks like Jackson will stay because he... There's potentially, right, I'm going to say the CFC thing. Nicholas Jackson never got... Like, if you actually look at it, since the last game of the World Cup, when he played physically for me ago, I can't get Flamengo, right? He came on and he soon got sent off with an attitude. After that, Jackson never got picked or didn't get a chance to play any games apart from because he got sent off soon in the final. That's it. Last season, I don't think Enzo Maresca really wants Jackson in his team from now on, right? The way he was last season in the Premier League until the Club World Cup. The potential of these owners are thinking the price comes right, he'll be going to Aston Villa, right? Once Aston Villa sells Ollie Watkins, I think Aston Villa comes straight in for Jackson and then it's going to put a price tag on asking for Jackson to go to Villa. I think it's going to be a better option for Jackson because with Tamir Abraham, when we had him at Chelsea, he went on loan to Aston Villa and he improved very well for Villa. Came back, was successful at Chelsea with Thomas Tuchel. Then we're going to sell him.
Well, he had Lampard.
The thing is, Steve, I don't think once we do sell Jackson, we're not going to get. They're not going to look at any other striker, unless if you go to Atletico Madrid and offer Alvarez from the old who's played for Man City.
Yeah, Man City. Alvarez. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's quality, but they're not going to sell him because he's been doing well at Atletico Madrid. The only option is once they sell Jackson, there's two potential wingers I think they might go for, right? And then I think the next winger might be, like what I said, Rodgers, or the Juventus, or another attacking. Yildiz, that's it. So they're the potentials they'll be looking at. My opportunity CFC gamer, Jackson's nowhere going to be Chelsea a player for long. The transfer line is not over till August. I think Jackson by a couple of days, you'll hear news that Nicholas Jackson is going to get sold to Aston Villa. That's the thing because they want him. Man United wanted Jackson. That was part of this Garnacho thing because Garnacho we ain't going to get. So once
United have ruled out Jackson, bro.
Yeah, they've ruled out
Jackson.
They've ruled out Jackson today. Yeah, they've ruled him out today. So they're looking at Ollie Watkins. Soon, Ollie, because they haven't got another potential striker, but apart from the other kid who we was trying to get, but he's been sold now to another club. So they're going to look at another option to get another striker in, and they'll look at Jackson and Garnacho. So whatever it is, the two front of Pedro and Liam Delap, and we also have Nkunku and the kid what you said as well, who could be backed up. I don't think Nkunku will get sold. I think it's just rumours. But the viability, they'll bring another ringer in just for attacking threat, and then have more focus on the centre back afterwards. That's what I'm just going to say, Steve. I think by the end of the couple of weeks, Jackson will be solved.
Fair enough. I'm just going to quickly say this, and then I've sent it to Nee, so we can come back to it tomorrow if necessary. But it's also ESPN, so I'm not sort of 100% like trusting it. But they're reporting that Ajax have rejected a bid from Chelsea for Hato, and they've sent a counter offer back to Chelsea. I'm gonna mention this now, and then I've sent it to Nee. So if any big journalists pick it up, we can touch on it tomorrow, because I really do have to hop off now. So if any of you guys got anything you want to say, like where people can find you, any like YouTube channel, Twitter, anything like that you want to say, feel free. We'll start with Mo if you've got anywhere you want people to find you, and then we'll go down Dan and DJ after.
Yeah, so Blue Lounge on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you want to check out my content, you know where to find me. I am posting more on TikTok these days, close to 3,000 followers on TikTok. But yeah, if you're following me on TikTok or on YouTube, you'll get my content. So thanks to everyone who has.
You can see the channel name under his actual name
there
as well.
The Blue Lounge.
Yeah.
So I will be streaming soon. But for the meantime, I'll be here giving you my thoughts and opinions with the BlueClouds Media. I'm hoping to start streaming potentially at the start of the season. And everyone is welcome. From the panel to the people in the chat. Would love to have you on the Blue Lounge.
Big up,
my brother. Big up, my brother.
Big up, man. Big up.
So, Dan, got anything?
Yeah. Everyone knows me as Chelsea Dan, but it's Papa Chelsea. I've changed my name to Papa Chelsea. Papa Chelsea. It's not Chelsea Dan no more. I will be starting my YouTube channel this season, because I will be going to more games in Stamford Bridge now. I've got myself a membership the other day. Me and my son will be taking my boy Connor with me, so he's all excited, and I'll be going with my cousin. Sorry guys, I know you lot know me from YouTube. I haven't been streaming for 2 years, but I'm more always contacting, always on my BlueCloud Media stream. Like, I'm always on here. But I will be running my show hopefully soon, once I get things sorted out in the house and get it finishing. And if you want to, I'm on Twitter. Just type in Papa Charles on Twitter. You can add me on Twitter. If you want to text any questions or contents on me on Twitter and send me a message, and if you've got any questions, I'm willing dare to open your messages and give you some questions. And if you're thinking about how, like, looking to build your YouTube channel, we're here to help you. I could help you. I literally had a guy, Hates Talks, DJ will know him. 2 years ago, he had no clue how to work to do YouTube. He wanted to run his own YouTube, and then I was there. He texted me one day, "Could you help me on YouTube?" And suddenly now he's got loads of followers. Now he's a big YouTuber. So like, we're just here to help, and please smash that like button, subscribe to BlueCloud Media stream, because it ain't just Steve, or ain't just my boy Mo, or myself and DJ and Nee. We're here to content to you, to speaking about Chelsea transfers, about Chelsea's formations, the manager, what we think about the club, what do you think about the players. We're all Chelsea in a day, and much love, and thank you for letting me back on, Stephen. It's been a wonder to having a great show with you four guys. It's been great. So yeah, up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. Big up, Dan. Okay, anything from you, DJ?
Yeah. So.
Now DJ's having issues that Nee had. Oh man,
it's the Audi Wi-Fi what he's using.
DJ, when you're back, just jump in, yeah. But whilst you sort that stuff out on your end. I'm going to say what Dan said as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And obviously do all that lovely stuff. Thanks for engaging in the comments. I'll go through a few of the names in a second as we wrap up.
Can I just say one last thing, Stephen?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. So everyone here, you've just seen a stream that is over 3 hours long. Nee is posting pretty much every single day, and he is doing this because he loves Chelsea Football Club. He's doing this because he's a fan of the club, and he's trying to connect with you guys and give you guys a platform. So he's doing this for you guys. The least you guys can do is, if you're watching this stream, hit that like button. It isn't going to cost you anything, but it will help the channel out immensely. It will recommend his videos. It will get him views. It will get him more traction on YouTube. And it doesn't cost you guys anything. If you are sitting here for 10, 15 minutes or even watching the whole stream and you don't hit that like button, then you are getting things for free and you're not even acknowledging it, because all it takes is a click. And
literally,
if you're watching
10 seconds to hit a like and subscribe and bell notifications.
Split second. And if you are coming back to his content day after day after day, but you're still not subscribing, why? So please, help out the channel, and not just me. Help out any YouTuber that you guys are watching by hitting that like button on their streams, on their content, and just showing them some love. And as I'm speaking about YouTubers, look who's just jumped in. CFC Jim, big up to you, my brother. Big up to you, Jim.
Big up.
Yes, my boy, Jim. Yes, Jim, my G.
Big up, Jim. Big up, bro. Big up, Jim. I know, Jim. Big up to you. Long time, bro.
Yeah, we know you. Long time, no, Jim. I used to go on his show all the time. Big up, Jim, man. It's a long time.
It's been ages.
So
yeah, Mo,
as I'm mentioning that, he also support GNA TV. I know he hasn't been posting recently, but guys, give love, give support to all of the people out there who are doing it for everyone. Because, we are trying to help the fan base. Support us it's a click. Doesn't cost you anything. We're not asking you to, to join the membership program or go to Patreon. No, just hit the like button.
We ask for literally 10 seconds click for you. That's all we're asking for. Oh, okay.
And there's one more. There's one more. I swear we get DJ. And just please, and also share. If you got anyone, just share your YouTube. Oh, so go on.
2 seconds, because he says, "Yo, everyone," and he says that he's not on YouTube anymore. He's doing playback instead. So big up.
Oh,
yeah,
big up!
I've seen that. Yeah.
Jamie, give me your ID in the chat for me. Yeah, your playback thing, and I'll add you on playback, because I also do some playback as well with other people.
Isn't it normally through their Twitter page?
No, it's not. Basically, playback is an app. Right.
No, I know isn't it normally also like posted out to the Twitter accounts as well?
I don't know. I've never done a play. I'll join someone's playback who invites me to the stage, but I don't know if you can link it to Twitter. I don't know none of that.
I feel like I see everyone always put it on their Twitter. I'm not gonna mention their names, but
I know it's to do with more on Facebook. That basically is the Facebook that it's America.
He says that the link's in his Twitter bio.
Okay, I'll click on your Twitter bio, Jem. But yeah, but just to say one thing as well quickly, like with the playback, it's good content on playback. You do that, like it's American server, but a lot of people have gone over there because it does good money like YouTube. But it's not like Mo says, they're smashing like buttons like Blue Lounge. If you ever go on Blue Lounge's stream when he's live, or any like myself or anyone like DJ or Jem and everyone, just if you've got friends that recommended who watch YouTube and doesn't know any Chelsea channels, just share the link to your friends to come over to the Chelsea to the BlueClouds Media or Blue Lounge's streams to show a bit of love and smash that like and sub, because it's not we do it for you guys. We put all our effort out here for 3 hours and something minutes because we love talking about Chelsea. Yeah, it's because we do it for you guys. And it's not hard. It's just not hard. The content of Chelsea Football Club, with Chelsea, we're the biggest club in the world. We should be happy. We won the Club World Cup, and we've done it all. Every single competition now, we're the biggest club in London. And any day you got rival fans, mates saying that you're not bigger club, they're just salty because they hate it because we win things and they don't like Chelsea. But big ups everyone.
Yeah. So just quickly, Rich Moneymakers says, just in when Stanley's hoping Tosin and Enzo can stop Garnacho performing in the dressing room if we sign him. The owners and senior management at Chelsea are saying no, only sign him if all other targets fall. Thank God, a lot of offers for Tosin, but he's saying, Jem says, good to see you all. And Blue Lounge is historical, great channel. Rich Moneymakers just says big up to Jem and to make sure everyone hits the likes. So, DJ, I will get back to you in a second, but yeah, make sure you hit the like, takes you 2 seconds. Make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. You don't want to miss any of the streams and uploads from this channel. And big up the panel, big up everyone in chat. I'll run through some of the names just before we end, but for now, I want to give DJ his platform to let people know where they can find him as well.
Yeah, cheers for that, Stephen. Yeah, listen, I haven't got a YouTube channel, guys, but what I'll say to you guys, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on X, DJ Sav 17 at CFC Blues. What I do provide you guys with is history of the football club, being an old OG fan going back to the 80s. Obviously, I keep up to date with all the transfer news that comes in. Any news that I get, I always post it on my YouTube. So anyone that wants to, on my X channel, you know what I mean, Stephen. Nice try there, bro. on my X channel. So anybody that wants to catch me on there, please do. And you can also obviously find me on Lee's channel as well. I'm always here every day with him and Stephen and everyone here in the stream here. We're always here, obviously helping the channel, giving content as we always do. And like everyone said already, I'm just going to follow it on by just saying, anyone that is following this channel, please do hit the like, give it a subscribe as well. Like I said, what Need does and what Need does for the community, what he provides to the community, all Chelsea news for all you guys, and we're world champions now. So more few people to come on and listen to us even more. So please do come on, give me a like, as I said. Hit also come on his streams. I know sometimes they put the link out as well for you guys to jump on. So do all that. And yeah, it's always great coming and chatting football with every single one of you here, and people in the comments. Love to all your families and everyone here as well in the stream.
Yeah, big up, guys. Last few comments coming in. Rich Moneymaker saying Trevor Chalobah 60-40 staying. I presume you mean 60% staying. Jem saying big up DJ. What a guy.
Yeah, big up
Rich Moneymakers is letting you guys know where you can find him on Twitter. Rich Moneymaker 22 and says no Garnacho. But yeah, so big up to everyone that's been on this panel today. Dan, DJ, Mo, big up to you guys. Obviously, big up to Nee. He had to go away, so I've took over for today. So big up to all you guys staying on with me, making sure that we have a good show. And big up to everyone in the comments. Obviously, Rich Moneymakers, Jem. We had CFC Gamer in here. We had Maya in here, Cole Palmer in here. Not the official Cole Palmer, obviously, guys. But I want to make sure I get these names correct. If I do say I'm wrong, I am very sorry. I will try and learn for when you return. But Bakali, Sayeta, I think that one is. Yusuf was in here earlier. He's on here sometimes with us as well. Chelsea King's on here as well earlier. Obviously, some of you guys, DJ, Mo, you guys commented earlier on as well. Make sure Dills was on here earlier with us on the panel and also in the comments as well. So big up to Dills, big up to Courtney, Blue Lion King, big up to Frank Darko. Hopefully I've got everyone. Darren.
Did you shut Maya? Huh? Did you shut Maya?
Yeah, Maya was near the beginning. Yeah, I've said Maya. But yeah, big up JC. I didn't see his comment earlier either. But yeah, big up to JC. Big up to Darren. Big up to Daniel Knights, and everyone else. If I've missed you, I'm very sorry. There has been a lot of comments today. I've tried to remember as many of you as possible. But yeah, big up to everyone that's joined us, whether it be on the panel or in the chat. Big up to all of you guys. It's been a good stream. We're over 3 hours now, 3 hours, 13 minutes. So it's been a long stream. It's been a fun stream. We appreciate everyone that's been with us today, whether it be on the panel or in the chat. Like I said, one last time before we go, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and turn the bell notification on. And like I said, big up to everyone, Mo, Dan, DJ, Dills, all you guys. It's been great having you guys on.
Cheers, bro.
And
big up to you as well,
yeah,
mate.
we'll see you guys
Big up to you, Steve, bro.
tomorrow.
It's a pleasure.
I'll see you tomorrow, man. Pleasure, man. Big ups. Up the Chelsea.
Big up, Mo. Big up, Dan. Up the
Yeah,
Chelsea.
big up, Mo. Big up, DJ. Up the Chelsea,
Take
everyone,
care,
man.
guys.
Up the Chelsea.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost.